And welcome to 8801 Chevy Road, Colerain High School. It's Colerain Cardinal football on Waycross Community Media. I am Brandon White alongside Brian Wyatt here as the Colerain Cardinals play host to the Princeton Vikings. Senior night here at Cardinal Stadium.
Yeah, it's a GMC matchup from the number one team and the bottom dweller. And years past, you'd be surprised if I told you who that is, but right now, Princeton 7-0 in the conference, 8-0 overall. Colerain 0-7 and 0-8. Talk about this Princeton team. Everybody talks about their offense. They're second in the offense in the GMC. But they're also second in defense, a complete balanced team. Cardinals got an uphill battle tonight.
Princeton did defeat the preseason favorites and the defending GMC champions, Lakota West. Earlier in the season, a defensive game that went back and forth. I think the only reason it was a little bit bigger of a margin than it was is because Princeton got a late pick six with Lakota West trying to run the field.
Well, I think that was before Lakota West switched quarterbacks, too.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
so it was very early in the season.
It was like 2-minute situation, trying to down one score, turn it into a 2-score victory.
Yeah, 18-3.
Yeah, so this is a very good Princeton team, and Princeton can do two things tonight. They can guarantee themselves at least a share of the GMC title with a win tonight, and they can also guarantee themselves 2 home playoff games as they would secure one of the top 4 seeds in Region 4. They have guaranteed themselves a playoff spot. On the other side of that, though, Colerain Cardinals' playoff hopes are very thin. They need to basically win out to have any shot at those playoffs.
Yeah, Princeton this week and Fairfield next week, but let's just go at the team in front of us right now. As Brandon said, it's senior night. And looking up and down this schedule, Brandon, I was trying to find common opponents. You know, it's a GMC almost through the season they played it. Colerain struggled with Middletown early with a 20-3 loss. Middletown just walked all over, scoring 41 points. But you look at the latest game, you know, Colerain struggled last week, but was in the game with a very good Hamilton team, only losing 23-7. This same Princeton team only beat them 22-16. So if you can catch them when they're hot, you can catch them when they're cold. It's Friday the 13th. It's Friday Night Football. Anything can happen. Your Colerain Cardinals take the feet. They'll be wearing the all black with the white helmets. Princeton in the white with red helmets. We're getting ready to play some football.
It's been a broken record all year, but it's really going to be a difference. Princeton is a defensive team first. They might be second in the GMC in offense, but I think that's more of a symptom of their defense is just that good that they put their offense in easy situations. Colerain, on the other hand, their defense has been, I would say, one of the better ones, but they just break down because the defense and the offense has struggled so much to get them.
Well, and it always comes down to kind of late in the game. They keep it close. But when you got so many two-way players, the defense is out there so long, they just go worn out.
We didn't even realize it until they hit the seniors and ceremonies beforehand. The offense is struggling, and you had your starting quarterback transfer. But the other thing we had was your two top offensive weapons, your starting tight end and your starting number one returning receiver. They were out there in street clothes. They've been hurt all year. So not only do you have a young team that didn't have their starting quarterback most of the start of the year, you got a new coaching staff trying to find their way. You also don't have any of the weapons that you had on the offense you were trying to build last year.
You're running a brand new offense, so it's an uphill climb for these Colerain Cardinals. Colerain Cardinals had won the toss, and they've deferred to the second half. So they're going to kick off, and sometimes you look at stats, and some of them are just jump out and glare. Antonio Hunter will be back in the middle of the pack and return team. He has 4 returns on the year for touchdowns. 3 of them punt, 1 of them as a touchdown. So be surprised. Colerain's coverage team has been decent, but I'll be surprised if they kick to them.
Kicking off for the Cardinals, number 86, John Hounshell.
John Hounshell set to kick off. He came in last week, a couple weeks ago when McAfee got hurt. So I don't know if it's just for kickoff purposes or that McAfee is hurt. Do have a uniform timeout, Princeton Vikings.
We have one of those referees tonight.
Well, that one was obvious. I think you can't do the old Ezekiel Elliott, have your entire midriff bared.
Oh, okay.
little chip kick. We didn't expect a deep kick. A little bobble, still with it. And right across the 40 is Micah Cottrell, tracked down by one of the Jarman twins. I don't know which one.
Turning the kick for the Vikings.
Yeah, it's just a pop-up. We expect that, and got a decent bounce. There's a couple Colerain Cardinals in the area. Doesn't get above the big return, but really doesn't save much field position because the Vikings will be starting at their own 41-yard line.
A little bit different of a Princeton. They're still going to be running out of the spread most of it. They've really been more of a read option team where years past they've thrown the ball a lot more. Handoff. First carry finds some room off tackle on the stretch play near a first down.
Tina Brown-Freeman, the ball carrier for the Vikings.
Yeah, they spread the ball out yet. I mean, they've got at least 4 guys that have got 25 carries or more.
9-yard gain, 2nd and 1.
Freeman gets the first carry, but he is their 3rd leading back. So they've got weapons all over the place.
Cardinals with a little different look. They go with a 4-man front. Handoff, jet sweep, trying to find some space. Not much there, but it might be just
Antonio Hunter, the ball carrier for Princeton.
Yeah, outside linebacker turns him in right there, and he does a good job, takes advantage of that little hole. He needed 10, he got 11. Or needed 3, got 4. So into Colerain territory, ball spotted at the 48.
Yes, we will. It looks like we're going to go with 4 down linemen, or at least 4 down linemen.
Yeah, it's the old 4-4 defense.
Yeah, so not a lot expecting the run, hitting the backfield, and that is stuff for a big loss.
Tina Brown-Freeman, the ball carrier.
I'll tell you, great read right off the bat.
50.
Brought down by a flock of Cardinals.
54 for Lando Roland.
Loss of 4 yards.
Now, what is interesting to see,
Second
this
down
is
and
an 8,
14.
we said this is a run
The
first
49.
Princeton offense, but also a part of this too. I do see him street close. Cooper Creek went out in the Hamilton game last week. He is not dressed tonight.
You know what? I saw him warm up in full uniform, so the trainers didn't like what they saw pre-game.
Branch looks to pass for the first time and nearly intercepted by Corey Myrick.
For the Vikings, intended for Antonio Hunter.
That was Myrick baited him a little bit, giving him that little cushion underneath. Reads it. It's a pretty long throw, so he's got time to get up.
Broken up by number 7, Lauren Chung for the Cardinals.
That is almost pick 6 if he gets there just slightly early.
Honestly, if it's a better pass, it is a pick 6, or at least an interception going the other way. So 3rd and 13 for the Vikings. Angelo Birch takes it, makes it, handoff, looks over the middle, and this one is picked off. Greg Williams with the interception. Birch tries to go over top of him, and the Birch gets the ball.
You saw him almost shot put this one here, trying to just feed it right behind the linebackers in front of the safety, but Greg Williams makes a big play for the Colerain Cardinals. They got the ball their own first down, starting at their 39.
See what the Cardinals can do with the field position.
Yeah, he had plenty of time to throw right there.
Honestly, if he either throws it a little earlier, he's open in the seam, or waits a little bit for him to get past Williams' zone, he might have had a play. But
yeah, he's thrown for 893 yards, and he's 67%. So he's pretty accurate.
Diamond left, quick little screen out to Williams. He's going to try to find something. He's going to get 5, maybe 6 yards on the first play.
Number 8, Greg Williams.
We've seen Williams in the backfield a lot. I don't know if we've seen him end up taking that.
That was a long handoff of anything. You had diamond formation there
43.
to the left. Only gonna give him, I thought he got farther than that. They're only going to give him about 4 yards on the play. Trips to the right. Phillips hands it off Williams. He breaks the initial tackle. And they're going to
Greg Williams, ball carrier for the Cardinals.
And they're going to get 15 more.
Yeah, not a smart move by the Princeton Vikings. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and they blew the whistle to stop the play. They blew it again, then they blew it again to warn him, and he still did the body slam.
The thing is, if you look, and I don't know if that was a read or not. He probably should have kept it if it was. But if you see it, they stopped, and then he throws it. Like,
Right, he's got whistle, 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 whistle.
So 15 yards, a first down in the
First and
Viking
10
territory.
Cardinals from the 42.
Aiden Danielson, your middle linebacker,
That's
checks in on tight end.
normally in short yardage situation to bring in the
Well, Creek's hurt, so they got one less guy to substitution in that package, but they will bring him in, run pistol formation. Takes it, hands it off middle. Williams breaks through one. He's in open field, down the sidelines, and into the red zone. First down, Colerain.
the middle linebacker turned to
Greg
lead
Williams, the ball
blocker.
carrier for
The
Colerain.
fullback breaks that open. Good job by the offensive line. Nothing fancy here. It's just power football. Finds a seam, gets up at the second level.
Going to be
And if it's
favors
not
on the
for the
tackle for
safety,
the
it's a
Vikings.
touchdown. So Colerain got
22-yard
something
gain,
going
first
early.
and 10,
First down at the
Colerain.
18-yard line.
Stay in that pistol formation. Handoff, Williams takes it. Maybe
Greg
got
Williams
back
on the
to
carry
line,
for
maybe lost
Colerain.
a half yard.
Yeah, tried to go back to the same play right there, and Princeton comes on a run blitz, and that play takes a little longer to develop, and the linebackers are both there playing assignment football, one on the quarterback, one on the running back, and they were there at the exchange.
Second down, 11 on the 19.
Officially loss of 1, second and 11 from the 19. Regardless. We'll have trips right now. Billups in the shotgun. And
Yeah,
we are going to have one of those officials.
yeah, that official again is making a clothing adjustment.
Officials timeout.
So run the play now. Billups drops back. Quick out to Terrell Burton. He's going to get five of those yards back.
Make it a little bit more manageable. Could be a second down and 6, but
Lead pass for the Cardinals.
looked like the Colerain wide receiver kind of took a bad hit there on the sidelines.
He immediately held his stomach. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if he landed on his own elbow, landed on the ball, but a lot of times you hit that flat, just kind of knock the wind out of you.
So it'll be third down and 6 for the Cardinals at their own 15, but we'll take some time here. And it's awkward for everyone involved with this injury because Burton's on the wrong sideline with the injury, so the staff is all the way across the field. And if you're Princeton, you kind of don't want a opposing player on your sideline regardless if he's not.
Well, but you've got training staffs on both sides. Doesn't matter what color you got uniform on.
Well, no,
But-
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, can
you
you run a play right now
right,
with
if he's on your own sidelines, you
Yeah.
can run a play. I get you.
Yeah, and I don't think the referees are gonna. Like I said, sometimes if it's on your sideline, they'll just wave it through and move on. But with them on the opposite sideline, they're gonna hold this up for at least a moment more.
Yeah, and I saw on the replay also, he did, as soon as he hit, kind of grabbed the ribs, so you don't know.
Yeah, he is up now, so that's good for the young man.
Yeah, so he hit so flat, that just kind of just takes all the air out of you. So let's reset. 7:58. Colerain gets a turnover, driving on their own. It's third down.
That was Terrell
Let's
Brown.
call it about
with the complete
7
pass for the
yards.
Cardinals.
They need to get to about the 8-yard line.
Third down and manageable for the Cardinals. Let's see if they go here. And they jump off sides.
Penalty marker down, offsides.
There's a
Colerain.
little bit of movement on both sides, but one of them was the linebacker so far behind the line of scrimmage, he can move. The wide receiver cannot on that point.
Well, not only did Corey Meyer jump off sides, he even got into his wide receiver
Yeah,
cut.
he did his breakdown move.
We'll probably have to change the
5-yard
play here.
penalty, 3rd and 12.
Cardinals will do that, so get a quick rehuddle. Be a little quicker. They're down on the play clock now. And they're going to have to call timeout.
Timeout, Cardinals.
You already got one penalty. It's not a bad timeout right there, but
Well, we'd like to thank our
time it up
friends,
to
Princeton Brown Foundation,
call
partners
a
with
play
Colerain and other local
on a
schools to
dead
provide
ball
healthy
foul.
snacks, sports hydration, mental health, and self-care resources to refuel student athletes. Promoting
But they
optimal
say, though,
physical
you know,
and mental
you're not
well-being
gonna
while
waste those,
tackling stigma reduction.
don't leave those
More
timeouts
information and to make
on
a
the board that
tax-deductible
first half.
donation, you can visit
You
their
can use them
website,
to save yourself.
www.prestonbrownfoundation.org. Also, we'd like to thank our friends at Scope Tile and Carpet, serving our community since
Still be
1928.
third down, but now
They want to
11
enhance
to
your
go
home.
after the penalty.
Scope sells quality tile and carpet products that will bring your home
Thank
alive.
you all for listening
We're
live
also
on
delivering a
WeAreColerain.com
high-quality,
on YouTube.
enjoyable, and satisfying experience from sales to installation.
Just, I got an
Schedule a
email
showroom
in from
appointment.
Lenny
All you got to
Lopez.
do
Thank
is
you for
visit their
listening in,
website,
as you do every week.
showtile.com.
Try to get you on the
for more
live chat on
information.
YouTube, but for all of you watching at home again, thank you for watching on the Waycross Community Media as well. Reset out of the timeout. 3rd and 11 from Viking 19. Cardinals trying to strike first. Motion man. Back out. Snap back. Billups looks, throws, and he has got J.J. Huff. Tough catch, but makeable. He dropped it.
Yeah. Looked like there was a little bit of incidental contact before the ball got there. We watching the replay.
Pass broken up by Vikings number 6.
Good
Kevin
timing
Jordan.
by the defensive back. Got there the same time the ball did. But you know what? This might be a little far. Well, they're going to bring it out. I was going to say it might be a little bit far for a field goal. But
Field goal attempt.
On the hold for Colerain number 4, J.J. Huff.
36
Going for the field goal, number 81, Luke McAfee.
McAfee will be attempting this kick.
McAfee is, I guess, just not kicking off.
36-yard
He's a
field
regular
goal.
kicker, so he is set out there.
Kicking into just a slight wind.
Snap is down, kick. It's just going to hook left. No good. So no points for the
Kick is no
Cardinals,
good.
but they do flip the field.
With
Now
7
we will
minutes,
remind
50
everyone
seconds left in
listening
the
by
first
high school
quarter.
rules.
Colerain
The
nothing,
ball does not
Vikings
get
nothing.
placed at the spot of the kick since it went into the
Well,
end zone.
Colerain Nation, we'd
It's
like to invite you to
considered a
join the
touchback,
Colerain
so the
Boosters
Vikings
for this new school
take
year by
over
visiting our
at their
website at
own
Yeah, that's why you're not too concerned about a
www.colerainboosters.com.
long
It's
kick
fast, easy,
being out of
and
his range.
secure.
Because
Your membership
it doesn't even
helps
have to go
support
out of the end zone. As long as it
extracurricular
reaches
programs
the
here at
end
Colerain,
zone,
all sports
it's up
teams,
to the 20.
You
drama,
can't
and
use
the
it as
marching
a.
band. So
It
we
has,
encourage
does
you to
have
join
reach end zone.
today.
You can't
Thank
use it as an excuse to, like, kick a field goal attempt from your own.
Also, we'd like to
2-yard
thank
line.
Game On and the Colerain Boosters for help providing food
Princeton
in the
out with their
press box
second
tonight.
possession.
Thank you, them.
Angelo
Game On and the Colerain Boosters. Thank
Takes
you.
the snap, hands it off left side. He's got a concord of blockers. Number 25, David Hambrick.
On the
That's
carry
about
for
5
the
on the carry.
Vikings, number 25, David Hambrick.
Yeah, Hambrick is the leading rusher.
Just
Ran
a-
for 537 yards,
Just a
8 touchdowns.
6-yard gain,
We
second
got a
and 4.
sophomore running back and the quarterback sophomore also. This is a very young, good Princeton team.
And Birch takes it, keeps it on the read option, and this is what they like to do. Birch is going to have enough for a first down. We're going to
D'Angelo
see that
Birch,
all day.
the keeper
That's
for
their
Princeton.
offense, is the quarterback, fullback, read option.
Yeah, it's a great play by the
First and 10
defensive
Vikings.
end there for the Colerain Cardinals.
Birch high snap, hands it off Hambrick again, and he is met, but only for a short gain by the Cardinals.
David Hambrick on the carry.
He's
for
going to pick
Princeton.
up 2.
Let's see what Cardinal made a tackle there, but not much room to go
Hayden
there.
Danielson on the tackle for Colerain.
Danielson's going to get a tackle. He got a little more than I thought. I thought he had a very short game, but he did give him about 30 yards.
From this angle, as I said, 2.
Second and 7. Ball on the 34.
3.5 maybe they gave him.
Cardinals still in this different look defensively. Birch takes the snap, quick out to his tight end. He's got it right at the stick.
We pass for the Vikings.
Step out
number
of
19,
bounds.
Landon.
Yeah,
Myers.
there was a
Myers.
flag on the play.
Flag down on
Yeah,
the play.
lineman downfield.
Ineligible downfield. And to me, that's probably a
An eligible
free snap.
man
That's not.
downfield on the Vikings.
That's probably someone covered
up.
That quick of a pass, you're usually not going to get a lineman downfield. That was someone covered up, someone else. You can only have so many men on the line of scrimmage. stay second down with the penalty, but now it'll be 2nd and 12 for the Vikings.
The 2nd and 12. Ball at the 29.
Birch takes it, looks at the screen out, and nearly intercepted again.
You know what? You always say play the man, not the ball. But if Myrick looks up,
number 6, Jaden Staley.
he takes that easy.
Well, Princeton almost got too cute with it. They tried to fake the screen to the running back and
Third down
throw
and
it to
12,
one of the
ball at the
blockers.
29.
Everyone assumed blockers. Well, when he does that, Myrick is about to engage to get off the block. He happens to get hit by the ball.
Yeah, Myrick was going for the tackle or the hit on the
blocker.
blocker.
So 3rd down and long for the Vikings. This is not a situation they want to be. This is not a pass-heavy team. So Birch will take it, drop back. Not a lot of pressure. He's going to catch it short. It depends on where he's going to give him.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to mark him about.
For the
Yeah,
Vikings.
they're going
Short
short.
gain.
Much shorter than he
Late
looked like
Myrick.
on the dive. So he needed the 41. They're going to mark him at the 39. It'll be 4th down Vikings.
Yeah, he catches this quick out and turns up and makes a big dive, but right there, his foot's out of bounds before he tries to send himself.
Jordan Houston
4th and 3 on the
punt
Vikings.
formation for the Vikings, but I'll tell you what, this is an awful good
Back to
place
kick
for
for
a base.
Princeton, number 7, Jordan Houston.
Myrick's going to set up about his own 35.
He will kick it.
Nice
Not
kick.
the deepest kick, but it is high enough that Myrick will have to, well, he should back off. It almost hurts. I think he might, no. I don't think he almost hurt himself trying to get out of the way. It's one of those where, like, okay, maybe I can catch this on a good hop and at least get 5-6 yards, stop for bouncing, but it never took a good hop for the Cardinals. So Myrick did a good job getting away, almost hurt himself in the process.
He did roll an ankle a little bit there, but I don't think he had enough weight down on that foot But a very effective punt for the Princeton Vikings.
Not the prettiest of punts, but it does the job to flip the field. The Cardinals will take over at their own 19-yard line. 11-yard line. There we go. Phillips hands it off to Williams. He's going to try to find some space. He's going to pick up about 4
Greg
yards.
Williams on the carry for Colerain.
They saw a little bit of something in
Brought down by number 8, Paul Nelson.
Corey
for the
Myrick was
Vikings.
lining up, had a little conversation on with the one referee who's thrown 3 flags already. But the ball was
2nd and 7,
snapped
ball
during
at
that
14.
conversation. Myrick was not set. The referee reached in his pocket for the flag and kind of was like, well, no, I was talking to him, so
Yeah.
it meant nothing, but it's the little subtle things that are entertaining sometimes.
Cardinals check the play at the line of scrimmage. Phillips looks to throw. His initial receiver's not there. Gets it away to O'Brien, but he's got nowhere to
Good
go.
pass for the Cardinals. Number 21, Saheed Davis.
I think it's going to bring it back almost to the original line of scrimmage. You had a coverage sack. That time he got a coverage loss on that. He had nowhere to throw it and dumped it off.
Loss of 1 yard, 3rd and 8 on the 13.
So you lose 1 on that. It's 3rd and 8.
Phillips looks, and he is brought down on a sack. Didn't get much time to get that one off. Number 22, Andre Parker Jr. I'm assuming that's Mr. Parker
John Phillips,
Sr.
the keeper
being
for
the
Colerain.
head coach of the Princeton
Brought down
Vikings.
by Vikings, number 77, Jalen Everhart.
I thought that was 22. But the
It was.
announcer- Okay, the announcer is awful right now because he called the wrong
Well,
Cardinal player.
2s look like 7s sometimes.
We'll give him that. A little confusion for the Cardinals again. Cooper Creek, your regular punter, not dressed tonight, so Luke McAfee is the last player out, but they're going to get bailed out by a Princeton timeout because I think Princeton they have too many or not enough men.
2, 4, 6, 8,
Timeout,
10,
Vikings.
12. They have 12 guys.
Yeah, so.
Well, we'd like to thank our
So
friends at
Colerain-
Rocky
well, it
Beach,
evens
Walmart,
out.
Hughes,
Colerain had
Ultimate
10.
Cardinal Sponsor.
They had
doesn't-
12, so there was only a total of
It
2.
doesn't even out because even if the Cardinals have 10, they can play with 10.
Also,
You just
thanks
can't
to
play with
Joe
12.
Fells Garden Center, located across
Also,
from the school
if
here
the
at
referees
Colerain
don't
on
catch it
Chevy
and you
Road.
snap it without
They've got
putter, it's a
everything you
safety.
need for your outdoor and fall decorations.
Out of the
You can
bag,
stop in
yeah.
to get your pumpkins, gourds,
As I said,
corn
yeah,
stalks,
Craig
mums,
got
and
a lot-
all of your fall
Cooper
annuals.
Creek got
They're
kind of
open
banged
every
up
day
last
until
week.
5
We saw
o'clock,
him.
except
He
Sunday.
did warm up
Yeah,
before the
Open
game.
until 4.
He warmed up before the
Our
game
thanks
in
to
full
Joe
pads.
Fells
But
Garden
yeah,
Center for their support of boys
he
varsity
is
football.
not
here
playing
at
that.
Colerain
They
High School.
miss him a little bit on defense.
Be interested to see him in this defense because they're running a 4-man front and they're. I don't know where you put him there. You put his hand in the dirt and let him be one of the defensive
defensive
ends.
ends.
Back to punt for Colerain. Number 81, Luke McAfee.
McAfee back to punt.
Yeah, they got, I put him right. They
Back to
got
receive
Dustin
for the
Walker
Vikings,
at left
number 3,
end,
Antonio
backed
Hunter.
up for Creek last week, outside linebacker.
Low snap. McAfee bobbles it and gets it away. And should have just took the knee. It's a touchdown off a block check kick.
Yeah, we've had a lot of high snaps, not too many low. That one bounces into him, but you're absolutely right. Either kick it directly off the right or just
Touchdown,
fall on it.
Vikings.
Give up 2, not 7.
It was 6 with the potential for 7, but yeah. So everything right on the first 2 series is gone backwards there for the Cardinals on their second. Blocked kick punt leads to a touchdown for the Vikings.
On the hold for the Vikings.
All set up by special
Number
teams.
18,
The
D'Angelo
big
Burks.
punt, the sack.
And on for the extra point, number 47, Parker Evans.
Parker Evans teeing it up for the Vikings.
And they'll have to kick it again as the Vikings jump
Flag on the
inside.
play.
Colerain only had 10 players on the field.
Ball start, Vikings.
Well, both teams are. Both teams is just shut and changed. Vikings had. I don't think the Vikings had. Yeah, the person who jumped, I don't think was a regular person supposed to be there. That's why he jumped, because they only had 10 men and they ran on someone
Wait,
late.
Colerain just runs on 2 late. They only had 9 on the field.
I say a quick change. It was, and after all that, kick is good. So with 3:29 to play here in the first quarter, the Vikings
3
strike
minutes and
first.
29
Princeton
seconds left in
7.
the first
Colerain
quarter. Princeton 7, Colerain nothing.
The Princeton guy who jumped off sides, I think they just grabbed the guy off the bench and said, run out there.
Because
we need someone for the spot.
Well, with Craig playing
sponsored partner, that you can
on
indicate for some white glove
block
customer
kick,
service
he
and
wasn't there,
award-winning sales
but they were
expertise.
missing 2
For
guys
them, you
when
can't
that
go wrong.
started.
Again, our friends
So,
at Northgate Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram located
either
on
way,
Colerain Avenue,
ugly.
Ronald Reagan Highway.
Princeton Vikings
Also, if you're
strike
thinking about buying or
first,
selling your home, you can
3:29 in the
contact our
first
friends at the
quarter.
Shuck Group of
7-0.
Builders. It's all about a tradition of trust and family integrity. So
Again, thanks again to all of our volunteers at Waycross Community Media. We got great weather so far. Hopefully it holds up till we're done here. All volunteer staff here behind the camera, in the truck, doing your replay, all your stats. And if you want to be part of a broadcast or even create a broadcast of your own, remember, just call 513-825-2429, www.waycross.tv volunteers. It's right there on the screen. It doesn't have to be football. You've just got an idea, want to be behind the mic, want to be behind the camera, or want to be behind the production. A lot of volunteers have gone to move up to bigger and better things. So thanks to all of our volunteers that are here tonight.
Cole Kimball set to kick off for the Vikings. Speaking of volunteer night tonight, what a night it is right now. It is football. It's cloudy, but you couldn't ask for a better fall evening for high school football.
Yeah, very little wind.
Kimball with a high. That's a great kickoff. Fumbled there by Lofton, and he's going to get tackled inside the 10-yard line. That was not only the compound of errors there because Lofton fumbled. That was a fantastic kickoff to get it that high and still not be a touchback. I don't know if Lofton catches the thing he even gets the touchback.
Sometimes you'll see on returns a little bobble like that. You get a little
Princeton
over
Cardinals
pursuit
from
and
the
turn it
eight.
into a big return. Not with this coverage team. Princeton does their job. Colerain going to start deep in their own territory at the 8-yard line.
takes it. Phillips keeps on quarterback. Keep is going to find some space. Chased out of the
Sean
sidelines.
Phillips for the Cardinals, the
For
keeper.
a decent game. He's going to get about 5, maybe 6 on the carry.
Vikings really committed to the middle of that. Look at that. All their linebackers, they had 5 people between the guards.
They had a double-A blitz. Double-A gap blitz there.
6-yard
Good
gain.
read by Phillips. He doesn't run a lot, but when he needs to, he can.
Phillips. Checking play at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 4. Phillips takes it, fakes the handoff, gives it up the middle to Williams. He's going to be just short of a first down.
Greg Williams.
I don't know if the outside
mic.
might pick that up, but I certainly heard that in our ears. Colerain wants the heavy package for this short yard situation.
They want the heavy package, but one more person I
Third
think
down
has to
and
come
1.
out. There they go.
Ball spotted on the 17.
Timeout. We got an injured Viking, 97. C.J. Coleman.
Is it an injury or is it their uniform?
I don't know. Well, he was on a knee, and I don't know. He's up to get. Maybe he's got blood.
I'd like to take a moment now to thank our friends at NovaCare Rehabilitation.
You see the quick spray and the quick wrap over the knee. Little turf burn most likely on the knee.
Therapy provider here at Colerain High School in over 27 area high schools, middle schools, colleges, and professional teams. From football players to soccer moms, from weekend warriors to working professionals, injuries.
But what's big right there is he's got to come out for the play, and he's one of their big guys up front.
If you'd like more information, all you got to do is visit their website at www.novacare.com.
C.J. Coleman. Yeah, it's one of their big defensive tackles here on 3rd and short. Cardinals going to take it from under center, and a great tackle on the play by P.J. Nelson. He shot the gap, got Williams before he could be going.
And he just blitzed from the weak side, and that play took a little bit too long to develop.
4th and 4.
So not even close, not even worth trying for, so it's going to bring up another punting
Back to kick
situation.
for the Cardinals. Number 81, Luke McAfee. Back receiving for the Vikings, number 3, Antonio Hunter.
Vikings already blocked one. It was more of a case of a bad snap, but we'll see what they do here.
And they can't kick away from Hunter, who's got 3 punt returns for a touchdown this year.
Shift the formation. Another low snap. McAfee gets it, picks it up, and he gets it off. Hunter will catch this with a little bit of momentum. Makes the first man miss. Has the sideline. McAfee makes him cut back, but a big return inside the 20.
Antonio Hunter.
I'm not sure if we've switched long snappers. In the last couple of weeks, we've seen a lot of high that's back-to-back that have bounced. Really putting a lot of pressure on your punter. Not only catch it, but to catch it and get a decent kick off.
1st and 10, Princeton.
With outstanding field position, takes up their own 17. Birch hands it off, trying to find space on the left, and he will, but with the aid of a penalty, it looks like the Cardinals.
Micah Cottrell on the carry.
Tell you, that's going to be a big penalty, too. Gavin Colerain kind of got penetration from his defensive end.
On the penalty,
got held in the backfield, and it will be a spot foul.
And he kept contained until he was held, basically, there. It's going to be at right there's your hold. Good job there. So a spot foul right about a yard or two behind the line of scrimmage will make it 1st and about 22 for the Vikings.
1st down and 20.
Takes it, looks to throw. Up over top, he's got Hannah's man. But the throw was slow, and the defense was slow, but the slow throw was also
Pass intended for number 87, Quentin Bird.
Yeah, he had pretty good time to throw on this one. Looks downfield. Slightly underthrew, slightly behind, but I think if that pass is where it's supposed to be, that's a well, defense back right there too. It's gonna be close.
A little slow.
It's gonna be close.
Control the receiver, and again, I'm not to pick up our PA guy. He's really struggling with the Princeton 2s and 7s. He got that one mixed up again. Birch back to pass, looks over the middle, and that one's high, thrown right to a Cardinal defender who's got it and going. He's still on his feet, out ahead. First down, Colerain off an interception by Jaden Stevens.
Yeah, Stevens, the senior, just playing a little center field. They force this quarterback to do what, I mean, he's pretty accurate. It's set on the year, it's 67%. It's his second interception. He had time, but he steps up in the pocket. He thought he saw somebody, and he did, but he just overthrew that receiver in the middle of the field.
And that's the thing. He has those passing statistics, but, and I know you're probably Vikings, this is just human nature. You're looking ahead of the 0-8 Cardinals. Maybe you put some stuff in for your Oregon. This is a team that doesn't want to pass. They want to pound you with the run, but maybe set up a big pass, and that's why you have great running stints, because you want to play action. But the Cardinals sitting there in a first and long situation, able to sit back and make a play. Billups takes the snap, quick throw, and he throws it right back. Other way, touchdown.
That's intercepted Princeton.
Somebody ran the wrong pattern, or something was right there. He looked like he was trying to throw a quick hook. And the Colerain receivers were still running that, almost an out pattern there.
Solomon Farrell with the interception and touchdown. Might have woken up Princeton.
There's not just a quick throw, and there's really not a Colerain player in the area.
One for the extra point.
He threw it almost not even an out route, almost like a quick hook. But both the Cardinal receivers were running the inside slant, so don't know what happened there. I don't think you could give credit to the defense and special teams. I don't know if the Cardinals have played better than they have most of the season, except for two plays where they have given Princeton 2 of the easiest touchdowns you can imagine. That blocked kick off a bad snap and a pick six right in your breadbasket.
Well, and this Colerain Cardinal team has no room for just a little mistake. Little mistakes have been snowballing all year, but we're watching this return. It's just a quick hitch. And there are 4 Vikings there, and they're all in front of the Colerain receivers. Little miscommunication. Don't know if it was a bad read or it looked like somebody ran the wrong pattern.
Experience why we see the power of rehabilitative care every day here at Colerain High School. Again, our thanks to UC Health for their support of varsity football.
So 14-0 Princeton Vikings, 1:07 to play in the first quarter.
This quarter went pretty quick about these last couple of minutes.
Yeah, I was about to say
21. Ryan O'Brien.
So O'Brien's back to return for the Colerain Cardinals after a monster kick last time.
Along with Ricardo Lofton.
Kicking out for the Vikings, the 34, Cole Kimball.
Kimball this time will get it just short of the end zone. Lofton takes it, trying to find something out of it. And he'll get across the 10, but not much more.
You know, you got to have a little bit more sense of where you're out on that. He lets that ball go. It lands in the end zone. You're playing from the 20-yard line. I know you want to make a play, but sometimes it's better to take the loss and live to make another play.
Especially against a team like Princeton that you know they have a speed across the board. You're probably not going to run around or past too many of them. So first down Cardinals officially at their own 12-yard line. Billups, and then he's going to keep it and go left, keep it himself. Cuts it up, and
Sean Billups, the keeper for the Cardinals.
Really just no blocking right there, that quarterback keeper. got away with a little bit of movement, leading up ahead.
Well, I've seen that all night. I don't know if they're getting away with movement as so much as they're getting away with the slow snap.
I think it's more of the latter.
Just got to get the shoots so we can have ourselves a board games. That was a terrible punt. I apologize.
Second and 12.
Cardinals go empty. Phillips looks, sets up screen, and the Vikings read it all the way. Myra Kidd immediately.
Yeah, it's one of the staples of the Colerain offense we've set there.
Quick pass
Sometimes
for
we
the
go a little
Cardinals.
bit. First time we've seen it tonight, but it's one of their big making plays.
Myrick.
Myrick does a great job just holding on to the ball after that big hit.
That's the end of the first quarter.
That'll be the end of the first quarter. Princeton Vikings 14, Cardinals 0. And we've called his name all night. P.J. Nelson, the linebacker who made the initial contact. He's been all over for the Vikings.
At this moment, we'd like to welcome our
After one
Northwest
quarter
Local
here,
School District
Troy
bus drivers here tonight with us.
Cardinals 0.
They work countless hours to ensure the safety of all of our students.
Thanks to everybody that's listening at home. On our YouTube chat, remember you can reach us in the booth, radio at wearecolerain.com. Heard from Lenny Lopez.
Time now for our
Some of our guys.
Credit Union throw for
It is
two right
senior
now.
night tonight. We'll mention one of our seniors
sponsored
at the end of the
by
game.
COPFCU, the official credit union of the Colerain High School.
But we do what we do here
COPFCU specializes in
tonight
banking
with the help
services to meet your
of Wake
family's
Cross
needs.
Community Media, but
Simple,
every week
free checking to
sponsored
low-rate
by the
car
Colerain
loans.
Boosters. So
COPFCU
if you're
can
not a
help you
Booster
make the
member
most of your life.
and you want
All
to
you
join,
gotta
give
do is
us a
visit
support,
their
just
website,
go to the link
COPFCU.com to learn
on
more.
wearecolerain.com and join the Boosters. We're watching them here in a little extra action on the
So
sidelines.
tonight's
Throw for dough.
is Gianna Schroeder.
Gianna Schroeder.
Last home game, our contestant was unable to hit the mark, so this game, if Gianna is able to throw one of the 3 footballs through the target, she will win $70.
And she got it. She
And
just
she
won
just got it.
$70
Congratulations,
for the
Gianna.
throw for dough.
So back to football action.
She's got a uniform. Sign her up.
The website, COPFCU.com for all
Pretty
your
sure she's one
banking
of the
needs.
cheerleaders. Back to action. 3rd and 12 for the Cardinals. Phillips takes a snap, looks to throw. He's under pressure, gets it away, and I think that's a throw up. Only put it where his receiver can get it, but his receiver,
Pass for the
Corey
Vikings,
Myrick,
intended for
just a
number
bit
1,
short.
Chaz Cole.
Good idea. The out and up, and he beat the guy. Beat the cornerback. There was a safety right there. It would have been a one-on-one. That ball's right there, but I don't mind a shot like that. It softens the defense.
Cardinals.
But again, we will be kicking from our own end zone.
Back to punt for Colerain, number 81, Luke McAfee. Back to return for the Vikings, number 3, Antonio Hunter.
Good snap this time. McAfee gets it away. Going to be a low punt. Hunter's going to get it about his own 42, and he's got the sidelines and some blockers. Cuts it back. Makes one man miss. Makes not another.
Antonio
Looks like
Hunter
a
on
flag's going to
return for
put
Princeton.
some damper on that return.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, it's going to bring it back a little bit. Probably a block in the back or a hold right there.
I'll be honest.
That was probably the best snap we've had all year.
Well, let's be honest. I think that penalty was totally unnecessary. The returner was past the guy who got blocked in the back. And not like close to being. He was egregiously bad.
Holding on Princeton.
Cardinals change the field a little bit. Princeton will still start in Cardinal territory.
It'll be 1st and 10, Vikings from the 48.
Still going to be at the Colerain 48.
But it's not inside the Colerain 20.
This Colerain defense has done their job. We've even got 2 turnovers.
2 first quarter interceptions. Quick snap, handoff up the middle. Hambrick finds some space. He's brought down by Williams, but he's going to about 7, maybe 8 on the carry.
He's got a
On the
quick
carry for the
first
Vikings.
step. He's got a burst
25,
through the hole
David
right
Hambrick.
there. Just a sophomore. It's a
Colerain,
good
number 8, Gary
hole.
Williams. 8-yard
The
gain.
offensive line coach here at Princeton is the former Colerain Cardinal offensive coordinator, Rick Haynes. No. He was the Lakota East head coach for a while. Now he's at Princeton as the offensive line coach. Another handoff to Hambrick. He's finding some space, and this one is going to be coming back.
Ball's loose.
But nope, they're going to
Vikings
call
ball
it down.
carrier, number 25,
Yeah, I think
David Hambrick. Flag
double
on
the
the
goal
play.
range.
Corey
Yeah,
Myrick made it very clear he was being held here. But it will be downfield.
Interesting where this spot, yeah, there's Corey right there, reminding the referees that he's being held. And that ball did come out on
Holding on
contact.
Princeton.
So
But you
both
were saying,
teams get
10-yard penalty.
you were saying earlier about Coach Haynes. You and I both discussed that when preseason. You played for Coach Haynes. I've watched him coach forever. Princeton Vikings for years and years and years have had the talent, and they've had offensive linemen. I mean, they've got one of the pros right now. But it was offensive line play. It's always hurt them in the past. I said this is going to be a much better team with Rick Haynes as your offensive.
And the thing
line
about Haynes
coach.
is not just technique, but it's also the conditioning he gets you in that offensive line. He's a tactician. Birch keeps it. He makes the mesh so man miss, and he's going to slide right
D'Angelo
close to
Birch,
first
the
down.
keeper for
Yes,
Princeton.
it'll depend on the spot. It's going to be close.
They might stop to measure it. It's not just a technique thing with Coach Haynes. It's also, we're going to get so many reps in practice, even in individual drills, that you're going to be in shape no matter what. They will discuss measuring it. And
Yeah, I used to come to your practices when you played for Coach Haynes, and you'd work the first half hour on one step.
I mean, the beginning of the year, but
Yeah,
eventually
right.
we got to the second step. But those first practices under Coach Haynes were just, how many times can you take that first step until you get it right? And they are going to be, it looks from here that he's got just enough. But is he going to get a piece of paper out to? Yep, they're going to give it to him.
If you've got to look that close,
First down, Princeton.
Well, I've seen the old take. They
Yeah.
keep the
playing card in between.
yeah. Well, they keep like the official record-keeping card in their back pocket. Use that.
And it is such an imperfect science. Here, I'm going to put my foot here, toss it to me, and where I put it down. And 1 or 2 inches could mean the game. But
Snap, hold, Hambrick. They're having success with that stretch play. He's going to be brought down after a good gain, close to another Princeton first down.
David Hambrick on the carry for the Vikings.
I want to say it was one of
Pushed
the
out of
Big Ten
bounds
schools.
by
I think
Jaden
Illinois.
Staley
One of the
for
teams
the
that got
Cardinals.
upset last week. It was clearly a good field goal, and they called it. But like, all you have to do is have a
Second down
sensor in
and
the ball
one.
that tells you if it's in between the lines or where it
Ball on
goes
the
on
29.
the field.
they're going to give him 9 on the play. 2nd down and 1.
So they will throw on 2nd and short and incomplete.
Incomplete pass for the Vikings.
Nice catch by whoever
Intended
that
for
was.
number
on the
19,
sidelines.
David Myrie.
Tried to catch the Cardinals. Look and run. Not a bad pass, just off his hands. Not sure if he had room to get his feet down.
3rd and 1 on the
But
29.
it gives him an option here on 3rd and short.
And honestly, it's 2-down territory. Birch has it and it gets it just enough across for a first down.
On the carry for the Vikings, number 25, David Hambrick.
We should talk about that technology, and I also at the same time read basically you get an injury. I'm not sure who that is. That is Greg Williams slow to get out.
Williams
The
gone
tackle
both
for
ways
Colerain,
and
number
has
8,
been all
Greg
year.
Williams.
It just played this
Also,
entire
number
season.
69, Dustin Walker.
I mean, he's banged up every game, but just keeps coming back.
Officials timeout.
His helmet did come off, so he does need to come out for a play. But if it is a first down for the Princeton Vikings,
Cardinal 25.
was there a flag on the field we didn't see?
Sideline warning. Colerain. It's the first one, so there's no consequence other than a warning to tell you next time there will be a consequence. handoff. Jet sweep, and across the 20, still on his feet. Close to another Vikings.
Jordan Fitzpatrick on the carry for Princeton.
That's Fitzpatrick on the carry for the Princeton
Brought down by
Vikings.
Cardinals, number 24.
Getting yards in chunks right now. Another 9 yards on first down.
Cardinals really have that new defense they're running out there, and it's just Princeton trying to figure out how they're attacking the defensive weakness here.
Yeah, they're just
second and one,
using
ball
their
on the
speed, just
17.
beating them to the corner.
Honestly, those stretch plays have been the ones that most successful. Hand up the middle, handbrake. Not much to go, but he doesn't need
David Hamrick
much.
on the carry for the Vikings.
Somehow he squeezed out of that pile for a little bit more than I thought he had.
Yeah, he was stopped initially and just got about a yard and a
Brought
half,
down
and
by
all of a sudden that
Cardinals,
whole
number
pile opened
Jay
up.
Love.
First down, Vikings.
Is it inside the 10?
Or is it at the 10? It is at the 10. First and
First and 10, Vikings on the 10.
Birch on the option, and that was not a good looking play from the start.
D'Angelo Birch, the keeper for the Vikings.
Yeah, didn't catch a
Down by
number on that
Cardinals.
defensive player.
Number 85,
Preston Walker with
Gavin Goldgren.
But that read option is quick. You make a decision. That one was the triple option out of the
Second
gun,
down
and
at
that was just
16.
way too long to develop for the
Ball spotted
Vikings.
on the 17.
Well, and you've had success on the quick hitters. Why try to get cute at that point?
Handoff again. Handbrake cuts inside. He does a really nope. That's not handbrake. He does a really good job following his blockers. He's going to get almost all the lost yardage.
Yeah, it's Tarantino in the ball game.
But no, that's Brown Freeman.
On the carry for the Vikings, number 5,
Tarantino is
Tino Brown Freeman.
Tarantino Brown Freeman. So you just had his first name.
Was I wrong?
Partially. You were half
Third and
wrong.
11.
We're on a first name basis.
Oh, okay.
We go way back.
Third and goal from the 11 for the Vikings.
I made that up.
I know. Birch looks, he's just going to go to the corner of the end zone and batted away by the Cardinals.
Incomplete
Yeah, they
pass to
just
the
went
Vikings,
jump ball
intended
right
for
there.
number
A good
7,
job
Jordan
by
Houston.
Lawrence Young.
Vikings will
Broken up
send
by
their
Cardinals,
rookie
number
team.
7, Lawrence Young.
Thought at first Young had undercut that, maybe played that a little bit short.
They had to play. They had to play early years similar where he did
For the field goal for the
underplayed it and
Vikings.
just
Behold,
he was
number 18,
in perfect
D'Angelo
coverage
Birch.
until the ball floated right over his head because he misjudged it in the air. He was there to make that play.
And kicking will be number 47, Parker Evans.
Parker Evans
For a
in
28
the field
yard.
goal. 28 yards is up, and it is no
Kick is no
good.
good.
So the Cardinal defense holds, and the
With
offense will
7
take
minutes
over
and
at their own
58
20.
seconds left in the second quarter.
Yeah, good pressure
Vikings
from the
14,
outside.
Colerain nothing.
It wasn't that bad of a snap, but a little bit of
Well, we'd
hesitation
like to
on the
invite you
hold right
over to
there.
our concession stand.
Forced
All the
him to
proceeds
rush it
benefit
right there,
Colerain
and
High
he just
School
took
Booster
it.
Association
I
and
was
Colerain High
just
School.
about to give
We've
the
got plenty
Vikings
of drinks,
special
snacks,
teams credit.
candy, some
We
grill
talked about
items
the
for you throughout
offense,
the football
talked
game
about the
tonight.
defense, but it's really been the
Also, some
special
Krispy
teams
Kreme
with the
donuts
big kick
sold during
return,
the
the
game tonight for $1
blocked
each
punt
while supplies
return.
last. All the proceeds
Really
will
dictating the
benefit
score and
the
field
Colerain High
position.
School marching band.
Up until that point
Thank
right
you
there,
for
we
your
missed
support.
the short field goal. 7:58 to play in the first half. Cardinals with the ball back.
We'll start at their own 20.
Try to get something. They had success on that opening drive that stalled in the red zone.
First and 10, Colerain from the 20.
Phillips has it. Keeps it on the read option. Slips through there. Still on his feet. And close to a first down.
Sean Phillips, the keeper for the Cardinals.
Vikings, both of the middle linebackers, attacked the running back on that. A good read.
We're talking about number 1,
right
Chance
there.
Cole for Princeton.
Touchdown drive last week against Hamilton. That
Second
was,
down and 2, ball
was
on the
the key
28.
was Phillips's wheels. His ability to run the ball really set them up well.
And he's not lightning in a bottle. He's not going to run away from people, but he's fast enough to take what the defense gives him.
Snaps back. Handoff Williams. He's going to slide through, and he's got
First
a first
down.
down.
Greg Williams on the carry for the Cardinals.
Nothing fancy, just power football right up the middle.
Cardinals quickly
Paul
to the
Nelson
line.
on the tackle for the Vikings. First and
Check
10,
the play
Colerain.
to the sideline. Snap. Handoff Williams in the backfield, cuts back. I'll tell you what, he is everywhere right now. P.J. Nelson with
Wade Williams on
another
the carry
tackle
for the
for the
Cardinals.
Vikings.
Yeah, we get a handoff here
Now
by
number 8,
Billups.
Paul Nelson for Princeton.
Pretty
Second
much
down
not a
and
read
9.
option, but Billups takes a big hit from the
I'll tell you
defensive
what,
line.
you got to give Billups credit because Princeton is hitting him every play, regardless if he's even involved.
Princeton not exceedingly big, but they're long at the defensive line. Real athletic.
And in motion, Billups looks under duress, steps up, trying to find something, nothing there.
Sean Billups, the keeper for the Cardinals.
Get anything positive, but he minimizes the negative by stepping up and taking a short sack.
Yeah, he gets exactly to the original line of scrimmage.
He'll lose 2.
Paul Nelson on the tackle for the Vikings.
He lost something because the yard marker went back.
Third down
I was
11,
telling you.
all on the 31.
So 3rd and 11. Got to get out to the 43-yard line. So Princeton Viking down, but the referee's allowing him to get back up. Now the referee's
Little
going to call
confusion,
timeout.
Colerain.
Timeout, Cardinals.
Looked like the play clock was running down, but was I wrong? Was there a Princeton linebacker laying on his back?
Scores of
I didn't
interest
see
Oh, you didn't see it?
in the second quarter.
Yeah, it was
St.
8 and
Francis
8 now
DeSales
talking to the
35,
trainer.
Northwest 0. At halftime, Hamilton 10, Sycamore 0. At halftime, Ross 28, Monroe 0. And also at halftime, Bishop Chatter 21, Elder 7.
So the Colerain was charged with a timeout. They'll have 1 left. Princeton has 2 timeouts.
5:35 on the clock. That's plenty of time. You don't really need to worry about timeouts. Either way.
Referees allowing this exceedingly
It's
long
a long
timeout.
timeout.
Well, I think 8 went down after the play
Yeah.
again, so that might a little bit of injury at that point allow him.
We're going to have your attention, please. We have just had a credit card given to us. It's been lost. So if you want to make sure that you have your credit cards, it's a MasterCard, Venmo. So it's here in the press
Serve them
booth.
off the
Come on up and get it if you're lost your
And
credit
a little
card.
bit of a
Thank you.
clinch.
As Princeton runs off their 12th player, Colerain Cardinals can't hold still, and they're going to get a motion penalty.
False start, Colerain. A 5-yard penalty, ball spotted on the 26. Third down, 16.
So it'll be 3rd down and 16.
Phillips under pressure gets it away, and I'll tell you what, 2
Incomplete pass for the
opportunities
Cardinals,
missed.
intended
Great
for
play by
Corey
number
Myrick.
12, Travis Lawrence, to knock it away. But if he doesn't, Myrick is open under the
Sports
post.
fans, we have a
Yeah, he's
correction
coming on a
the Northwest
crossing route
score.
right
That's
there.
another Northwest high school, not ours, from the Northwest School District. Northwest from the Northwest School District is
That'll
playing Harrison.
Bring on the punt
and
team
there's no
again.
score
This
in
time
the second
he'll be
quarter.
kicking from the green part of the field rather than the red end zone. And a very dangerous return man for the Princeton Vikings.
He already had 1 returned inside the 10. Good snap this time. McAfee gets it away. They will kick it away. Not the greatest kick
Yeah,
in theory, but it gets a decent bounce.
and there's some contact
Yeah,
back
return
there
on the
with the
kick.
punter.
Nope, they're going to call holding on the
We first and 10, Vikings.
So it'd be interesting. The Princeton Vikings, it's a
You
spot
take it.
foul.
You take the penalty for the
Yeah.
Vikings.
So I believe Colerain's going to have to re-kick this. It's a spot
Let's take
foul
one
by
by
one of the
our
up
corporate
men.
sponsors. That would be Rumpke. Also, Game
So
On.
he might be
Pure
kicking
Lawn
this
Organic
one
Lawn
from the
Care.
red
And if you're
end
interested
zone.
in becoming a sponsor, all you got to do is contact our athletic department here at Colerain High School. Also, to let you know, we're going to be playing Split the Pot at halftime. At the end of halftime, we'll be announcing the number. So, if you would, go ahead and get a few bucks out, be a part of that. You can win some extra money you can take home tonight after the game. Again, that's Split the Pot.
So, with the spot foul, that's going to take the line of scrimmage all the way back just outside the Colerain 15. Return man Hunter now moves within the Colerain territory. Probably not a good area for a fake for the Colerain.
4th and 25 from the 16.
4th and 25 from your own 16. Definitely a place to run the fake.
So just out of the shadow of his own end zone.
If he gets it away, this is a really good punt. Well, not really, but it gets it close enough.
Gets it out to the 39, no return. No flag on the play.
The punt would have been short of a first down.
We first and 10 Vikings on the 39.
No return.
But you've got a backup punter who's had one blocked, two snaps that have bounced to him. I'll take any kick off his foot, pretty much.
Vikings try to get something going here. They'll run speed option right, forces a pitch, cutback still on his feet, and if you can't get him on the punt return, get the ball into the hands of Antonio Hunter.
Ball carry for the Vikings, number 3.
And that was
Antonio
slow
Hunter,
developed Colerain Cardinals. Stretch
16,
that out.
Staley.
Good patience by the quarterback. He gets it out there. Couple questionable blocks.
They've been big success, not on the jet sweeps, but the
10 on
stretch
27
plays.
for the
And that
Vikings.
play took so long it almost became a stretch play.
But they were on the side of the field where that guy in stripes has been very he's liked to throw the flag so far today.
Greg Williams, but
Tino Brown Freeman on the carry for Princeton.
So Brown Freeman is going to pick up 4 on the play.
Birch out of the triple, hands it off, and Hambrick.
Tino Brown Freeman on the carry
but
for
enough to
Princeton.
push the pile ahead for another 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Brought down by Cardinals, number 43.
Yeah, Philando Rowland.
DeAndre Turner.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's Elijah. Yeah, no, that's Philando. 54, Philando Rowland. He's made a
Third
bunch
down
of
and
plays
2.
tonight.
Ball on the 19.
Has to step up with Cooper Creek out and the shift to this kind of 3 linebacker set. Handoff, Hambrick had it, bounces off a 1 tackle, trying to find something, and he's going to lose.
Vikings ball
2
carrier
yards.
number 5. Tino Brown
Yeah,
Freeman.
I don't know if we've seen him a lot on defense this year, but that was Colerain again, 85.
Brought down by Cardinals,
They've done a
number
really good
85.
job.
Yeah, but
He's in the unfortunate spot with his size. He's probably not fast
Loss
enough to
of
be an
2.
outside linebacker, not big enough to be a 3 down lineman,
4th and
interior
4.
lineman, but if they switch to this 4-man front, he's kind of in a good position.
And he's going against the
The left
what
tackle.
you would think their best offensive lineman being the left tackle and holding his own. They're going for it on 4th down.
And 4. Flag or timeout?
I'm not. Another Mr. Uniform Police is making the wide receiver pull his pants down below his knees. That's his 4th uniform adjustment of the evening.
I think it's 5th because he's got Myrick twice.
So both teams think about it a little. I'm not sure if they make any kind of adjustments here on the
If you're the
4th down and
Vikings,
5.
if you're the Vikings, you can't like that because you almost gave away your play there.
Well, and Colerain defense here's got to watch the hard count.
Nope, they're going to go quick. Birch, play action. He looks and he's got a receiver open right at the line to gain, and I think he's got just
Complete
enough.
pass to the Vikings, number 10. Micah Cottrell.
They're going to
Needed
call it a
the-
first down. Not
Needed the about
Pushed out of bounds by Cardinals, number 2, Corey
17,
Myrick.
got the 16.
Yeah, just a simple
First and
timing
10,
route.
Princeton.
Got to the line to get just a quick little hook pattern. Colerain give him a little bit too much of a cushion there.
3:10 to play in the first half.
Again, more movement. I believe they got
Flag on the play.
the tight end lined up at fullback.
No, also the extra lineman lined up at tight end.
Penalty.
I think all of the tight ends jumped on that position. The one on the offensive line and the one in the backfield. Both of the tight ends jumped.
Ball on the 21.
Colerain doesn't fall for the hard count. Play clock down to 10.
Birch takes it. They're going to go back to the triple handoff inside. Big hit. Stays
Tino Brown Freeman on the carry for the Vikings.
Tino Brown Freeman close to the original line of scrimmage.
Big hit contact right there.
Official
That's great.
timeout.
You know, not the tallest guy, but pretty thick. Colerain linebacker. Not sure who that was.
Zach Battle Holmes on the tackle for the Cardinals.
I don't know what's going on here.
Greg Williams.
No,
Yep.
54 is the one that came out.
No, number 8
No,
is the one.
54 is the one being escorted out. So
Number 8 is the one laying on the field.
I know, but 54 is the one with all the medical trainers. Now the medical trainers aren't Greg Williams when he went down.
And that's the only thing. This Colerain defense has been on the field a lot, has done their job. But Williams, one of the leaders on both sides, gone both ways. They're stretching him out like it's just a cramp right there, but it's still only the first quarter. And once you start cramping, it's really kind of hard to stop.
Cramping is a thermoregulation issue. It's your body's inability to control its internal temperature. That's what triggers the...
I heard it's muscle trolls that just want to get out of your leg. No.
Your body's inability to cool that muscle is what causes the...
So Colerain's going to have to go a little bit deeper into their bench right now.
Here's the thing. Both of your linebackers went out. Not Williams and Rowland both went out. So you got three new linebackers in there. And that's what happens. Touchdown up the middle, Brown Freeman.
Yeah, defensive line did a
Tino
good
Brown
job. There
Freeman on the
wasn't
carry
really
for
much of
Princeton.
a hole
Touchdown,
initially.
Vikings.
Just a good patient run, waiting for something to develop. As we see a replay, really nothing there, but he just kind of bounces it outside.
Official
The job
timeout.
is number 50 for the Princeton Vikings. One of the offensive linemen downfield doing his job, Jonas Long.
But
Springs him on that long run.
Cooper Gregg's not dressed, and then your other starting linebackers out on that play, and then the backup other linebacker out on that play. You only had one starter back there, possibly only one backup in there. So Vikings add
Really
a touchdown here late in the
first
half.
sustained drive.
It's the first offensive touchdown.
Yep.
First one
And
was-
that one actually, that one started inside the Colerain territory,
Just inside.
just inside the 50. So speaking of left tackles, one of the offensive linemen there for the Vikings being helped off. Jalen Eberhardt. Hopefully that young man will be back in the game soon.
Holding for the extra point, number 18, D'Angelo Birch. And number 47, Parker Evans, be kicking.
Snap is back, holds down, kick. Is good.
Extra point is good.
2:34 to play here in the first
2 minutes
half.
and 34 seconds.
Vikings for the
left in
first time
half.
offensively score,
Princeton
but
21,
they now
Colerain
lead
nothing.
21-0.
And we talked pregame, Brandon,
Well, after
about
the game tonight, maybe might be
all the offensive
Greg
stats
Burger,
they got,
maybe some
but
tasty
don't let
wings. Well, we'd
them
like to
fool
invite
you.
you
The
on
offense
to
is set up by the
Game
defense.
On.
This defense
By
is
alumnus and
second
wrestling coach Hunter
total
Hampton
points
here at
given up
Colerain High School.
in the league.
Game On is the go-to place in
And
White Oak
Colerain's
Town.
offense
Connect and
has
just have
been
a
able,
great time
other than
with
that
family
first drive
and
where they
friends.
kind of
We're
moved
located
on.
on Chevy
drive.
Road.
A couple of drives previously, they got a first down or two, but drive stalled.
They haven't been able to
sponsorship.
sustain
Their support of boys varsity football here.
But, and again, it's not even just the offense.
Also, our thanks to Blust
And
Motors.
this is an oddity for really Princeton. It's actually usually been one of the weaknesses. Take away that missed field goal. It's been special teams. Their kickoff has been very good. The punt block obviously was there, and then the punt return, even though they didn't get any points out of it, got it inside the 20-yard line. They immediately gave the ball back.
And you can't go without, if you're talking about special teams, the 2 kickoffs. Yeah.
Because it's not just, I mean, the one Cole Kimball kickoff was almost perfect. The one that bobbled, I mean, in terms of height and distance and allowing his defense to get there. And they haven't got a kickoff return past the 15-yard line. This one will be just short of the end zone. About the 4.5-yard line. O'Brien makes one-man miss. He missed it again, but he coughs it up. Picked up Lofton down the sidelines. Cuts back. He's in open field. Cuts back down the sidelines. Drugged down. First down, Colerain Cardinals.
Why do they just do that every time?
Why don't you throw the ball forward? Fumble it forward.
The Princeton Vikings does a great job as we watch the replay. Make initial contact. They punch the ball out, but Lofton is right there. Johnny on the spot picks it up without even breaking stride. And he's got a convoy of Colerain Cardinals in front of him.
And the Vikings' coverage was so good that all of the defenders were at the ball. So when it popped out of the pile, well, there's no one in front of Lofton after he picks it up.
So see if Colerain offense, they got 1 timeout, 2:19 left to play till the halftime.
It'll be
They're
first and 10 Cardinals
at the Princeton Viking 39.
If you run this right, clock should not be an issue at all. Should. Bob on the snap. And that leads to a sack for a loss of 5.
Brought down by Vikings, number 11.
Wasn't a bad snap, but he gets back to Billups. Not sure if he was
6-yard loss
looked
on
up.
the play.
But the Princeton Vikings, I think he saw the blitz coming again. They went that A-gap blitz.
2nd and 16, ball on the 45.
They pretty much a lot on that first down. If they're guess and run, they're sending everybody right up that middle, challenging this offensive line.
Blitz again. Billups gets outside of it and still gets away. He's got
space.
No, it's going to close. He's going to get something out of it. And he's going to get 15 more.
Sean Billups, the carrier for Colerain. Pushed out of bounds by Vikings Stephon Nesmith.
Yeah, a little bit of extracurricular activities that didn't need to happen. Late hit by the Princeton Vikings out of bounds. Then he continued to run his mouth, which incited a couple of the Colerain players who should have stepped away. Good job by the coaches, but don't know if they're going to get a couple extra penalties tacked on. Interesting what they're going to do with all this extracurricular after the play.
And here's the thing, especially for the Princeton Vikings, as that guy we just had has to know better. They're just going to call this
15-yard penalty
on the Vikings, because really, without the benefit of replay and all that, you can't you're just trying to make sure nothing worse happens. But if you're the Princeton Vikings and you're coach Andre Parker, you have to immediately make this clear to your team. The Cardinals have nothing to play for next week. The Vikings have everything to play for. They have the GMC championship on the line. They have an undefeated season. They have a possible, higher seed come time for there's no, you should be,
well, I mean, and at the high school level, if you're kicked out of a game,
it's two games after. So obviously you're going to be the advantage of being the 1 or 2 seed over a 15 or 16. But you don't want any people to miss unnecessary time. So if I'm Coach Parker, I call a timeout just to yell at my team to stay away. And if that's not the halftime message, it's a little bit lost. So after the penalty, first down from the 22 for Billups. Looks to throw under pressure again, steps away, still on his feet, and he's just got to throw that away.
Sean Phillips, the
He's
keeper,
sacked for a
Colerain.
big loss.
Yeah, the one thing you can't do is take a sack. I mean, there's initial pressure right there, but when you're flushed out of the pocket, there's really kind of, it's hard because you got to have time to set your feet, and really there's enough pressure right there.
And it's a good moment. You saw Coach Daniel Rod, the
well, if you're in need of an award-winning financial
coach, he
planner,
immediately took Billups and just kind of.
we'd like
And
to
I think
let
that's
you know
what
that
we're.
Long Schaefer CPA specialize in small business
Billups
planning and
panicked in the
compliance
moment.
solutions.
He saw that in his
We'd like
eyes
to
and
welcome
did
them.
a
They're
little
our
bit of
newest
coaching moment there to
Cardinals
say, hey,
sponsors with gold
it's
sponsorship.
okay, take a
They're
breath.
conveniently
You
located in
made a
the
bad
corner of
situation
Colerain
worse.
Compton.
You didn't make it. The worst possible would have been, fumbling or throwing it into coverage. But
Long Schaefer's.
That's what you said, a good coachable moment, but then because you've got a kid that is probably being harder on himself for that play than you could ever be. So you got to calm him down because there's a whole second half left to play.
And two, if you're interested in becoming a valued Colerain Boosters corporate sponsor,
It's
visit
taking all
our
the way back to the 35.
www.colerainboosters.com for more information.
It'll be second down, and what is that, 22? 23?
116. Interesting that the Vikings
Second down at
call
23,
timeout.
ball spotted on the 35.
I don't really know why.
They want the ball back?
I guess, but you're going to get the ball deep in your we'll see. Stack receivers either side. Billups takes it. They're bringing pressure again. Quickly gets it out. And incomplete.
Yeah.
Passing
Princeton
complete for
Vikings really
Colerain.
trusting
Intended
their
for number
defensive
21,
back.
Orlando Brand.
Knowing it's a passing situation, they're bringing the pretty much a jailbreak,
And
bringing
with
all the
with
linebackers.
with the distance to gain the first down, you don't even have to trust your DBs. You can just sit them 20 yards back and
Third down, 23,
bring a
ball
full
on the
rush,
35.
go ahead and complete 5 to 10 yards
And
in
with
front of
this
us.
limited time back, I mean, I don't mind that for Colerain. Throw it to a jump ball. It's just like a punt if you don't get it. But you, with this blitz, he does not have time to make a read. It's got to be just a quick and go timing route.
Say that, they only bring 3 this time. He has O'Brien over the middle, and touchdown yard.
How about that? Give him a little bit of time, no rush that time. It's been open the entire time that he's had time. We saw Cooper Creek catch his only pass of the year on that little post route.
Another $50 donation by
We
Bernie
talked about it.
Goulet.
If you get a look in the sidelines.
There's Coach.
What a good throw there by Billups. Finds the man of receiver. The first moment, we talked about it in the previous
Open the
play.
extra point.
Coach Rod using the teach
JJ
moment. The first thing he did, Billups went right to him
Kicking
there on
for
the
Colerain,
sidelines and
number
found
81,
him.
Luke McAfee.
And they had a little moment. Snap is back. Kick is up. Kick. He's good. It's
Extra
the
point
little
is good.
victory for the Colerain Cardinals.
With 1 minute
They
and
put
5
7 on the
seconds
board
left
with
in the
1:05 to play in the first half.
Princeton
Colerain
21,
21.
7.
Colerain 7.
And being getting to know Coach Rod over the years, a fiery competitor, and you're absolutely right. The first player on the field to celebrate with his quarterback was Coach Rod. It found the 2 safeties, spread them out, so that you got a little bit of a gap behind the linebackers between the safeties. I believe that's O'Brien's first touchdown of the year. But it does
Here
leave
you go for the Cardinals.
105 left on the
Luke
clock.
McAfee.
Princeton has 1 timeout
They
left.
do get the ball back, but they
And the dangerous receiver. We saw Colerain really tried to kick it away from him last time.
yeah. Antonio Hunter, again, we said 4 returns for touchdowns so far in the year.
Only 1 is a kickoff, though.
It is a kickoff, right?
Either way.
But we've seen that tonight.
We've seen it tonight.
We've
He's
seen tonight
dangerous.
why, though. We've seen it tonight why he has 3 punt returns. Because the defense sets them up on a short field, gets pressure on the kick. It's not just, don't get me wrong, Hunter's probably a very good returner, but it's his whole punt team and defense that also leads those returns.
Man, I'm guessing all other teams have quit kicking to him, too.
Squib kick. Picked up by Princeton. He's got a seam, and he's going to get across midfield does Donovan favors.
On the return for Princeton.
Princeton will have themselves
Number
58
4,
seconds and one
Donovan
timeout to give
Favors.
themselves some points, but there is a
There's a
flag
flag.
at midfield.
Don't tell me he called that face mask.
Credit's going to go to
Called it.
Dante Jarman
No, his face mask
with
on
the
the
tackle,
Cardinals.
but they're going to call a face mask. Was it on the
15-yard
tackle
penalty.
or away from the play?
It was on the tackle, and his hand was near the face mask, but I don't believe he ever grabbed the face mask. It's right here. What great camera work.
It'll be 1st and 10 Vikings on the 39.
He hands to the face, but he doesn't
They
it.
only called the 5-yard.
Okay. So Princeton Vikings one time out, 58 seconds into Colerain territory.
Birch sets up screen. And no flag on
The
there.
lead pass to the Vikings, number 25, David
Yeah, Corey
Hamrick.
Myrick was pretty much tackled right there.
Everyone expected a
Watch
penalty.
out,
Even
number
the
7,
Viking
Lawrence Johnson
sidelines,
for
you
the
can kind of tell,
Cardinals.
like, oh man, that's going to be a penalty, but they'll take advantage. First down, Vikings.
Right there.
50 seconds and counting.
1st and 10
When you
Vikings.
see a guy throw his
Ball on
hands
the
up to
25.
say, I'm not doing anything,
You almost saw the
he's
offense.
usually doing something.
You almost saw the sidelines kind of like, oh, that's going to get called, but it didn't. Birch, step back. They'll run the same play, other side of the field, and he'll be tackled short of the line to gain. Clock is still
David
running
Hamrick,
at
complete
30
pass
seconds.
to the
Now, this
Vikings.
is
Takes a
poorly-
big
by
hit
number
from
2, Corey
Myrick.
Myrick.
I know you like that play, but you're wasting way too much time here. It's still clocking down at 25 seconds. Second down, you're at your own 20. 20 seconds now. What are the Vikings doing? Still going. 15 seconds on the. Oh, I guess you guys can see it at home. 10 seconds. And they're only going to get one, maybe two shots here going deep over the top and knocked away.
Incomplete pass for the Vikings intended for number 3, Antonio Hunter.
So now you're either going to take one shot at the end zone or a 37-yard field goal. What you don't really have time for both here.
Yeah, Hambrick down for the Vikings. He was banged up on that last play, or the second to last play. Probably should have took himself out.
Officials timeout.
So, not a well-managed situation here offensively for the Vikings.
Especially they still have a timeout there.
You have a timeout. You start it in Cardinal like deep. You start it inside the Cardinal 40. You're set up, and you've got 6 seconds at a long.
You lost at least 20 seconds setting up that last play.
Yeah.
And I think you don't like it when people fake it. Other teams use to fake it, but Hambrick was hurt on that play. He should have stayed down.
No, I think he would have been either forced for a 10-second runoff or all
okay.
their timeout.
You're right. I forgot about the runoff. So Hambrick up, running off the field on his own. Are they bringing the kicker in? Yep.
It does look like the kicker. I didn't. Do you have
But this is the other kicker.
Yeah. Now you might have one long distance specialist. What was the kicker stats in the year? Do you have those there?
I do somewhere.
Right here. I'll get them for you. I can have them in my hands.
Up for the field goal for Princeton. Number
Both
34,
kickers have two
Cole
attempts
Tibble.
or two made field goals. The long is 33, so this would be a
35-yard field goal.
36-yarder long.
Sophomore
in the air.
Kimball.
Kick is back and it's good.
Kick is
So
good.
with 2 seconds left in the half,
With 2
the
seconds left in the
long
half. Vikings 24,
kick
Cardinals
return
7.
gets the Vikings 3 points.
That would have been good from 45.
And I think you got the distance in that. He might not be the most accurate, but he definitely had
the distance.
the distance on it. And he's the kid who had the kickoff, so just a sophomore. So, at the high school level, it's always hard to find yourself a kicker. Usually, sometimes you just grab the kid who has the strongest leg. It might be a linebacker or someone, or you just find a kid off the soccer team who doesn't really know how to kick a football. It looks like Vikings have themselves a kicker for the next 3 years.
So with 2 seconds left, this is about the only time that I would say, no matter where this is at, you're returning it.
what you do for the Cardinals on your kick return.
Double reverse with an option to pass at any
You get
time.
tackled, and then you fumble it forward. Someone else picks it up, and you just keep doing that, and that's
the Raider rule.
What is that, the holy roller?
Back to receive for the Cardinals, number 14, Ricardo Lofton, and number 21, Ryan O'Brien.
As good as his kickoffs have been, high and right inside the goal line, this is when you just tell him.
I'd squib this time.
No,
I'd make one of the
he's
big guys
got the
run.
leg. I would just kick it out, take
Kicking
the
out for the
touchback,
Vikings,
make the
number
Cardinals take a
34,
knee with no
Cole
timeout
Kibble.
to get in the last 2 seconds. Oh, they're just going to squib it. It is loose.
Yeah, but
It's not going to matter who recovers it.
I'm
I
going
think
to have off sides.
Princeton's offsides. Cardinals are going to decline, even though Princeton recovers it, but it doesn't matter. Time has expired. After
And
one half
that's
of
the
play
end of
here
the
at
second
Colerain High
quarter
School,
as we go into
Princeton Vikings
halftime.
24.
Vikings 24, Cardinals 7.
Okay, then. And welcome back here to Colerain High School. The Princeton Vikings lead the Colerain Cardinals 24-7 here on Waycross Community Media's presentation of Colerain Cardinal football. Brandon Wyatt alongside Brian Wyatt. We have a couple halftime scores to report out. Elsewhere in the GMC, Hamilton leads Sycamore 17-0 in a battle between two teams that apparently either can or can't make extra points. Fairfield 13, Middletown 15. Oak Hills leads Lakota East 14-7, and we have a scorcher over there in between the Mason Commons and Lakota West. Those two teams, 0 points in the first half, tied at 0 after one else to play. Elsewhere, Elder battling Indianapolis, Bishop Chatard 28, Elder 7. LaSalle had to drive all the way to Detroit this morning for their game with Detroit Central Catholic. They trail 14-7. Moeller and St. Ed also tied at 0, but unlike Lakota West and Mason, that's because Moeller and St. Ed play on Saturday. That game hasn't started yet. That's why it's still 0-0. The presumptive, if they win out, which they should, Milford Eagles, that's right, Milford Eagles will be the number 1 seed. They lead West Claremont 13-0. Springboro leads Miamisburg 2017. Springboro leads Wayne 24-8. And a potential streak of, I think it's 70, it might even be 100 plus games in the regular season, might come to an end. Wyoming streak might end tonight. They trail Indian Hill 14-3 at halftime, but after a big return in one play, they trail 21-3 to the Indian Hills Braves. So the Colerain Cardinals won the opening toss. They elected to defer their choice to the second half, and they have chose to receive the kickoff to start the second half.
Colerain showed a little life there with their offense in that second quarter. They've moved the ball, only capitalized on that one big play. Special teams right now is where the Vikings have been controlling this. A block kick, a big return, big kickoffs. They did miss one field goal, but had one decently linked field goal go. So the Colerain defense is doing a good job on this offense from the Princeton Vikings. But down 3 scores, you have to catch lightning in a bottle here.
Cole Kimball set to kick off.
Kicking off for the Vikings.
Anytime there's a
Number
Cole,
34,
I want to finish
Cole
a
Kimball.
Cole trickle from days of
Back to receive for Colerain, number 4, J.J. Huff. Number 21, Ryan O'Brien.
Kimball. Kick is away. Be fielded by Lofton just inside his 10. He has it, makes the first man miss, slides through, close to the 20-yard line, but again, great kick.
Carter Lofton on the
coverage
return for the
after
Cardinals.
kickoff.
Yeah, it's going to keep him just inside the 20. He gets great height on his kick, which allows, Princeton's always going to have speed, but the coverage team, it's a little bit of extra time with that ball, with that much hang time.
Well, we talked about it a little bit at halftime. This is the game Princeton wants to play. They're not explosive offense, but we nicknamed it before in the past spec ball after what St. X.
First and 10 Cardinals from the 20.
To put you deep in your own end zone, play really good defense, get short fields from themselves.
Feed off your mistakes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Colerain Cardinals will try to get on track here to start the second half. They'll go empty backfield. And a in motion. Low snap, and
Not sure if Billups got back on that.
I don't know.
I don't know if that snap did it hit the guy that was going in motion? Did it just not come up off the ground?
Second down. I just don't think it came up off the ground.
Nope, that's exactly what happened. That ball just never lost ground and almost didn't even get back to Billups.
It almost wasn't even snapped.
It moved. So to lose 2 yards on that play.
Second and 12. Snaps back, quick little hitter to Burton. One-on-one, and he's tackled hard after a short gain.
Number 19, Terrell Burton.
Yeah, Burton makes the catch, but he pays
On the
for it. He
tackle for the
pretty much
Vikings,
just
number
got
8,
back to the
Paul
line of
Nelson.
scrimmage. Just a quick out, sets him one-on-one. Defensive back keeps him in front, gets away with a face mask, and
I was about to
almost
say,
leading with the crown of the helmet right there.
Third down at 12.
I thought it
Ball
was
on the
close.
18.
Well, he was on the side where the referee on that side has been very, very plentiful with his flags.
Billups back to pass, under pressure, rolling out. He's got
He's got
room.
space.
And he is cut off good.
Sean Phillips, the keeper for
I'll
the
tell you what,
Cardinals.
he came off
First
earlier
down,
hurt, but
by Vikings
C.J.
number
Coleman has
97,
been
William
a
Coleman.
monster up front for the Princeton Vikings. He closed that great angle taken to force Billups out of bounds.
4th and
Yeah,
12.
we were talking earlier. This front four is not overly big. It's not, but got a lot of height and athleticism at every position.
Fourth
You
and
got a
6 will be
defensive tackle
brought by
cutting
Colerain.
off. Billups has no one
Kicker will be
else
number
there
81, Luke
in the
McAfee.
field, and what a great play by Coleman. So Cardinals forced to punt here, 4th and 5.
Back to return for the Vikings, number 3, Antonio Hunter.
Antonio Hunter set up very short.
Penalty flag on the play.
There was 5 seconds left on the play clock.
He called illegal shift. He didn't call it.
Okay, I was trying to see.
Oh, but not illegal shift, illegal substitution. Looks like Cardinals had 12. They had 10 earlier. They had 12 that time.
You've got a lot of guys out and on a training table, but you gotta know your personnel for each position group.
Good snap this time. McAfee gets it away. Hunter under it. He makes the first man miss. Trying to get to the edge, and he does. Going to get it deep in the Cardinal territory across the 25.
Antonio Hunter on the return
That's
for
what
the
they want to do.
Vikings. Pushed out of bounds by Cardinals.
He's
number
dangerous.
81,
We
Luke
said that
McAfee.
earlier. 3 punt returns for touchdowns for on the season. He's had a couple big ones tonight. Does a great job. He's got wheels, but he's got vision too. He sets up his blockers well. And when you get the punter is the one that's going to knock him out of bounds. You've done your job as a return man.
1st and 10, Vikings.
So another short
22.
field for the Vikings, starting at the Colerain 27. No, I'm sorry, 22.
Hand off around the edge. Gets out of the tackle, but a big hit.
On the carry for the Vikings, number 13, Jordan Fitzpatrick.
Again, he didn't get to the tackle this time, but a disruptor right now all night, Gavin Colerain.
Corey Myrick makes the tackle, but he is slowing it up.
On the tackle for the Cardinals, number 2, Corey Myrick.
And it's getting thin out there for the Cardinals. I mean, it's so thin right now at the linebacker spot outside of Danielson and Williams that Dustin Walker was an offensive tackle at the beginning of the year, was a defensive end at the beginning of tonight, and now he's been forced to move to middle linebacker because they're so short at the linebacker position right now.
And it's, I would say unseasonably warm tonight, but not overly. But it looks like Myrick here is cramping. But he will have to come out of play. Colerain does well on first down, but he did not get back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, he didn't make the tackle again, to give credit. He's been making plays, Gavin Colerain, all night.
2nd and 11. Ball spotted on the 23-yard line.
I don't know if we've seen him all year.
Making plays tonight. Birch drops back, looks for the slant, not there, rolls, throws, complete, but there is a penalty flag.
Complete pass for the Vikings.
In the area of holding.
Number 3, Antonio Hunter. Flag on the play.
Yeah, the Cardinals have not got a lot of pressure on the quarterback tonight, but that's the second or third time they've drawn a holding penalty on a pass play. And there it is, Zane Battle Holmes being held. And that's a spot foul from the backfield, so that's going to be a huge penalty on 2nd down. Oh, no, they're not going to. Quite as bad.
Not too deep in the backfield.
But still not good.
Going to bring it out to be 32, so 2nd down and 21.
Birch looks to pass. Under pressure, steps up to throw, and he's just going to tuck and run and pick up about 1 or 2 yards on the play.
D'Angelo Birch, keeper for the Vikings.
Yeah, that's more of a covered sack down there. He had enough time. He makes his
Number
read, but
85
nowhere
for
to
the
throw. He steps up in the
Cardinals,
pocket and still
Colerain.
nowhere. This
And a good play.
four-man front for
And it may
Colerain.
not seem like it for Princeton Vikings fan, but that's a good play by a sophomore. He made a bunch of mistakes that first quarter.
3rd down,
He did
18.
the smart thing. Take the short gain, don't give up, throw it away on the big play. Screen underneath, and Greg Williams all over it.
Complete pass
It'll be
for the
4th down
Vikings.
for the Princeton Vikings.
Yeah, reads it right away and only gives up 2
Number 3,
yards.
Antonio Hunter. Brought down by
Interesting where to go.
Cardinals number 8,
This
Greg
might be.
Williams.
This is too far for a field goal.
It's a very long 4th down, too.
And we've said earlier, if it reaches the end zone, but this might not.
4th down
Well,
and 15.
we saw the sophomore kicker hit a pretty big leg, but no,
Yeah.
the Princeton offense is going to stay out there.
It might be a quick punt, though, as well. But we'll see. Birch takes it. They're going to throw deep. Looks underneath, and Greg Williams' head. Lost him. Birch gets it away and caught for a 1st
Complete
down.
pass for
It's
the Vikings
close.
to number
No,
19,
he-
Oh, he got.
You're at the wrong
Leighton Myrie.
distance line. He got the 1st down. Greg Williams had the big stop and a sack, and D'Angelo Birch gets away. Nope, that wasn't
11.
Greg Williams. That was
1st and 10 for the
Gary
Vikings on the
Oldby.
11.
handoff middle. Good patient run, spinning off, still on his feet. And
Tito Brown
Freeman
Freeman
in.
on the carry for the Vikings. Touchdown Princeton.
Yeah, that 4th down conversion took the wind out of the sails right there, and you've got a very tired defense.
Oh yeah,
Been out there
Tired.
a long time, Jay.
a tired, depleted defense too.
Pointing for the extra point for the Vikings, number 18, D'Angelo Birch. And kicking will be number 47, Parker Evans.
So snap is back,
Extra
kick
kick
is
is
up,
good.
and it is good at
8 minutes and 3
8:03
seconds left in the third quarter. Vikings 31,
Vikings score
Cardinals
again.
7.
Continue their lead, 31-7
High school
over your host
football fans, here's
Colerain
some
Cardinals.
updated scores. 3rd quarter, Middletown 15, Fairfield 13. 3rd quarter, Hamilton 17, Sycamore 0.
So we watch a
4th quarter,
replay here.
Woodwood
That
7, Loveland 3.
downfield is
score.
covered up, but he stays
3rd
with
quarter,
it, kind of just
Mason
throws it to
7,
an area.
Lakota West 0.
Did get a quick score update. It's now Mason 7, Lakota West 0. So with the win tonight over the Colerain and that Lakota West loss, that would guarantee the GMC championship at Princeton regardless of next week. So they can clinch it tonight if that score holds.
But would that hurt Princeton in the overall playoff picture?
No, at GMC the wins all count the same, so doesn't matter who beats who if they beat everyone else. But they could. The only other team then with one loss in the GMC is Hamilton, who they already beat.
Well, I'm talking the overall, the playoff picture with Milford. For a 1 seed, they could go undefeated.
No, like I said, all the GMC games count against each other. The only thing affects their possible seeding would be
Kicking off for the Vikings.
them losing or their week 1 opponent. Everything else is kind of netted out. Now, for Milford, their side, if they win out, they're going to win. Those extra non-conference opponents that non-GMs that these ECC schools have give them a better opportunity to get position points in the Hartmans. Cardinals set the kick in. Already depleted linebacker court. Now Hayden Danielson is on the trainer's table for the Colerain Cardinals. Lofton takes it. Another great kickoff by the Vikings. Lofton hands.
On the return for Colerain, number 14, Ricardo Lofton.
You know, we talked a lot. This is a really good defense. Outside of that one missed field goal, this special teams has been fantastic for the Princeton Vikings.
Oh, the coverage has been excellent, but you said you get the great height with the kick. Normally, all night they've been kicking up the middle.
From the 11.
That time they kind of pinned him in a corner, and already any return player from any team has got wheels. He was caught from behind right there. So you get
Cardinals take over at their own 11. And another possession starting inside their own 20.
So I see Myrick is back in the game playing wide receiver.
Phillips keeps it, quarterback around the edge, and he is forced out of bounds.
Sean Phillips, the keeper for Colerain.
4, maybe 5-yard gain.
Hadn't seen a lot of him running up the last couple of weeks. It just kind of gives you can't key the running backs. Colerain running game has been pretty much
second down and 6.
Non-existent this year because you only get a key on a running back. Any kind of run by your quarterback here kind of spreads out the defense.
Quarterback draw the other way, and takes a big hit to be about a yard.
Sean Phillips, the keeper for Colerain.
Yeah, that hit looks a little bit worse than it was. He had to kind of go airborne to get over the pile. It just happens a bit high load.
What's out by Vikings, number 97.
But when the high part of a high low is a defensive tackle.
They're down at 3.
Correction, I thought he was just short of the 20. He needs actually the 21 for the first down, so it's a little bit longer here on third down. They're third and short nonetheless for the Cardinals.
Yeah, third and short, and they've gone 5 wide receivers.
Phillips looks. Takes it up, and he's going to get
Sean Phillips, the keeper for the Cardinals.
He's going to be short of the first down.
On the tackle for the Vikings, number 11, Khalid Gerard.
Yeah, I think that was a one read and go. But the defensive line pretty much camping on the quarterback draw right there.
4th down and 1. Back to punt for Colerain. Number 81, Luke McAfee.
So again, Colerain just kind of can't do anything with to flip the field like they did that first half. They've been punting inside their own 10 at least 5 times tonight.
1, 2. Colerain only has 9 guys.
Timeout, Colerain.
They'll have to call timeout.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our friends at UC Health. Very proud to be the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider.
I know you got a lot of guys hurt.
The doctors of UC Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine provide award-winning care in order to keep the Cardinals at the top of their game.
Defense, special teams.
They can do the same for you. UC Health's world-class physicians diagnose and treat all of orthopedic, spine, hand, joint, trauma, and sports medicine conditions. You can find out more at their website at uchealth.com and experience why we see the power of rehabilitative care every day here at Colerain High School. Again, our thanks to UC Health for their support of boys varsity football.
Colerain's first time out of the half. Yeah, coach is just looking to find 11 healthy bodies.
Snap is back. McAfee gets it away.
Get a hop.
Does get a hop away from Hunter, and he will make the first 3 guys miss.
Wow.
Still on his feet. Still
Wow.
going. Cutting back. He's just got the punter to beat. He cuts back.
Wow.
And
Hunter stayed with him.
Hunter stays with them.
Antonio Hunter on the return for Princeton.
You celebrate 81. That was a heck of a play to keep him out of the end zone. But even a bigger play, he steps
Down by
back
Cardinals number
to
9,
pick this
Hayden
up.
Danielson.
There's nothing but black jerseys around him, but somehow he breaks a couple tackles. Then he starts following his blockers. We see the kicker is blocked out of the way. Sticks with him. No horse collar. He's got him on the side. But Princeton again starting inside deep. About as deep as you can into Colerain territory. They're starting at the 6. They score again. I believe we're going to go into running clock. Colerain got enough defenders on the field? Yeah, Colerain is so beat up. I hate to beat a dead horse or broken record.
Timeout, Colerain.
They're so depleted on the linebacking core.
Yeah, Greg Williams is out. And Danielson did come back in, but now you see freshmen.
You're putting a white helmet in there.
Yeah, for those of you at home unaware, freshmen do not get stickers. So the all-white helmet is a freshman.
Ethan Dixon.
Will come into the game.
Listed as a running back, linebacker, defensive lineman.
When you're a freshman and that's your position, that kid's an athlete. Will
You're
find
the
a
big,
spot.
yeah.
You're bigger than faster than everyone on freshman team. Let's go find you a spot on the upper level.
And I haven't kept track. The freshmen for a long time were undefeated.
I think they lost one game. They've lost one game. They did beat Lakota West 6-2. I know it was the last time. I think they still have one loss in the year. I did not see the score from this one. Jet sweep, trying to find the edge, and for the third time tonight, Freeman Brown with the score.
Just follow his blockers out there.
On the carry, number 5.
More blockers than
Brown
defenders. Shows great patience. Gets the edge. Myrick's got a shot.
On for the extra point for the Vikings holding will be number 18, D'Angelo Birch. Kicking number 47, Parker Evans.
So Parker Evans in to kick for the Princeton Vikings.
Kick is up. Kick is off the upright, but
Extra point is no
play
good.
is dead immediately. You cannot return that in high school. So with 6 minutes to play in the third quarter.
With 6 minutes
now
left in the third quarter, the
37,
Vikings 37,
Colerain 7.
Colerain 7.
Fortunate, unfortunate.
And also, ladies
depending
and
on your
gentlemen, at
point of
this
view.
time, the game will now be played with a
Because
running
there's
clock
a
in accordance
30-point,
with the OHS.
That's what I was going to ask. If it's 30 or more than 30, because
Clock
that
will
extra
only stop
point.
after changes
So
of
now we will
possession
have a running clock
at the end of
further
quarters
until
and for
the game
timeouts.
is
The point
scored
differential
within
should
that
fall
30
beneath
points.
30 points. Normal clock operations will resume.
So the clock will only stop at changes, possessions, quarters, and timeouts. Of course, that running clock will not start until it is kicked off.
Until it starts. The clock, as you said, only will stop on change of possessions, injuries, or scores.
Back to receive for the Cardinals, number 21, Ryan O'Brien, and also number 80, Jawan Hopgood.
As I mentioned earlier, touchdown
Kicking off for the
seconds
Vikings,
ago.
number 34, Cole Kibble.
Tied at 7.
So kind of got a different return man back. Ryan O'Brien would be your main returner, but they got
Well, Lofton's
Jawan
up.
Hopgood.
Bryant's going to take it out, bobble it at his own 5, and just fall on it. Lofton's, they don't, it's out of necessity. Lofton's
on the training table, too.
On the return for the Cardinals, number 14, Ricardo Lofton.
Which now begs the question, Williams going both ways is your number 1 running back. Lofton's your number 2 running back. I don't know who the number, I mean, J.J. Huff is the utility knife that they have for the Colerain offense. I guess he goes to the running back position. Running clock will start now. Well, I guess it was going into the kick.
First and 10, Cardinals on the 9.
Yeah, Cardinals looked at a huddle for an audible, but the play clock expired.
Half the team was looking to the side for an audible, waiting for the coach to get it in.
Colerain.
The other half snapped the ball.
5-yard penalty.
Nobody watching the play clock. So Colerain are getting a delay of gain, half the distance.
Now the 4-yard line.
And again, the play clock is started.
Phillips hands it off. A little bit of a gain there. I don't see who the ball carrier was. J.J. Huff.
J.J. Huff on the carry for Colerain.
3 yards on the carry.
Yeah, gets most of the penalty back. Gives them a little bit more of a cushion away from the end zone to work with.
2nd and 12.
Phillips looks to throw. He's under pressure. He's going to roll. He throws it up and over. Oh, he had it, but Burton stopped
Passing
running.
for the Cardinals intended
Defense
for
committed
number
to stop
19.
Stop him. He throws it over, and Burton's all alone, but Burton had stopped running.
Yeah, that's when I don't know if they teach at that too much
They're
on
down to
this
12
level,
on
but
the
when you
8.
go to the scramble drill, you've got your short receivers come back to the quarterback, your deep receivers keep going deep. One thing you don't do is stop moving, and there's a little bit of miscommunication, but no sack, just an incomplete pass.
Phillips sets up screen.
Oh, they got it.
J.J. Huff trying to find some space in a. Is that
J.J. Huff on the carry for Colerain.
What's the number
Complete
there?
pass.
Is it 1 or 7?
7.
Good play there by the young man in the corner. He made a tackle earlier on Myrick.
4th down and
Or on
5.
Burton. Jordan Houston with a really good tackle. Because Huff they had the numbers on that side,
On
but
the punt
Houston
for the
did a good job
Cardinals,
of making
number
a defensive
81, Luke
play.
McAfee.
So McAfee back to
Back to
punt.
receive for the Vikings, number 3, Antonio Hunter.
Antonio Hunter back again. He's showed time and time again how dangerous he is back there.
And again, McAfee be kicking from his own end zone.
And he's forced to take it down because of the pressure, and McAfee does the smart thing this time and not try to kick it.
But he might have got a face mask.
Good
They
kick
might have
for
helped us
Colerain.
out there.
McAfee pushed out of bounds by number
There
13.
looks like
Jordan
there's a flag
Fitzpatrick
right
for
at the
Princeton.
point of contact. And it looked like McAfee, at least initially, if we can get a replay, had his head
High school
turned
football
around.
fans, here's an updated score. In the 4th quarter, it is Lakota West 7.
That's not a
and
flag in the
Mason
end zone near
7.
the A?
Fourth
Nope.
quarter
Nope, that's
score,
not a flag.
7
Just
to
something
7.
shiny I'm seeing.
So Vikings take over at their own 10-yard line. Clock is now rerun.
So Vikings with all their starters in.
That's a change of running back. No, it's not. Handoff. Brown
Don't know what you're looking at. 5 been in there the whole day.
He's got
three touchdowns. He's got
I thought it was
touchdowns,
3.
I believe.
The 3's Hunter, who's the punt returner who was out there. So that was just.
Brought down by Cardinals,
But, you know,
number 43.
we've seen it back in the days. A lot of times, you know,
DeAndre Turner.
you're not really running up the clock. You score as much as you can in 3 quarters. In the 4th quarter, you sub. Because you
Second
do
and
one
goal.
rep.
Especially with
Right.
this running clock, you also want to get a score just in case there's your JVs and backups give up a score. This is what we thought we would see more of from Birch. He keeps it, and he's in the end zone.
D'Angelo Birch, the keeper for Princeton. Touchdown, Vikings.
That's what we thought we would see tonight from Princeton, and that's really the first time they've had a big gain off of the read option. D'Angelo Birch in the end zone.
Yeah. That's only his second rushing touchdown of the year.
Well, there's plenty of carries, but yeah.
And the kick for the extra point holding.
But again, you saw some white helmets out there for the
Number
Cardinals.
47, Parker Evans will be kicking.
It's a different kicker this time. Parker Evans.
He was the kicker on in the first couple kicks. After, I believe he was the one who missed it.
Yes.
He'll make
Kick
this
is
extra
good.
point with 36 seconds remaining.
36 seconds left in the third quarter.
44,
Vikings 44.
Colerain 7.
Cardinals 7. I'd like to take a moment now to thank our friends at NovaCare. They are the rehabilitation leader in physical therapy and athletic training. Also the exclusive athletic training and physical therapy provider here at Colerain High School. And over 27 area high schools, middle schools, colleges, and professional teams. From football players to soccer moms, and from weekend warriors to working professionals, injuries do happen. And when they do, let our friends at NovaCare's team of professionals get you back in the action. If you'd like more information, all you got to do is visit their website. That's www.novacare.com. Again, our thanks to NovaCare for their support of boys varsity football here at Colerain High School. Also, we'd like to thank our friends at Rumpke, one of our huge Ultimate Cardinal sponsors, and we thank the Rumpke family for their continued support of Colerain High School and the Colerain community.
Princeton Vikings will kick
Back to
off.
receive for the Cardinals, number 21, Ryan
They pretty
O'Brien.
much had a complete game,
Number 80,
offensively,
Joanne
defensively.
Booker.
The special team has shown for this team tonight.
Kicking for the Vikings, number
Sophomore
34.
kicker
Cole
is a
Kittle.
weapon on kick.
O'Brien takes it. And again, Cardinals trapped inside their own 40.
Ryan O'Brien on the return for the Cardinals.
Yeah, every single one of his kicks has been inside the 5 with good height.
Yeah.
Not into the end zone where they're going to get it at 20, not on the outside where it's got short of his turn. It's just very, very consistent.
It's a weapon.
And he's a sophomore. A sophomore he's only going to get bigger. He's only going to get stronger.
First and 10, Colerain on the 16. And at the end of the third quarter,
And that will run
Vikings
clock,
44,
makes it the end
Cardinals
of the third
7.
quarter. So after 3 quarters of play here at Colerain, Princeton 44, Colerain 7.
So we're going to have a full fourth quarter
I'd
of
like
the
to take a
running
moment now,
clock.
too, to remind the students, we encourage you to start calling your rides
So it'll be
right
interesting
now, so you
what
can exit the
what
campus
either team's going to do.
immediately following the conclusion of
you know,
tonight's
you
game.
think second
And all
teams will come
students,
in, but they've forced
encourage
it
you
in
now
play
to start
already
making your
because
calls for
the
your rides
walking
for later
wounded, you got
tonight
there.
after the game.
The
Thank
training
you.
table is full. Lots of players from the offense and defense. Princeton Vikings have had most of their starters in for third quarters. Let's see what they do. But again, it's senior night at Colerain, and this, your seniors are your leaders. So we got a little bit of time in this fourth quarter. We're gonna thank you to all you seniors out there. Thank you to Corey Myrick, Jordan Robinson, Tay Love, Lawrence Young, Greg Oglesby, Jaden Stevens.
We get back, play here. Phillips hands off to Huff, and not much room to go.
J.J. Huff on the carry for
Warrior
Colerain.
seniors, Blake Freeman, M.J. Boyden,
What's that by Vikings number
Brady
26, Caleb Dennis.
Demetrion Anderson, Mohammed Odari, Josh Simmons, Eric Johnson, Elijah Washington. Back to play on the field.
Phillips looks to pass. He's going to go one-on-one deep, and Myrick
Colerain looking for a little bit of hands there.
Incomplete pass.
Pull of the jersey, had Myrick down there, but
Myrick
kind of pushes off. The defender kind of holds a hand, but
yeah, that's one I wouldn't have been upset that if they threw the he
grabbed the jersey right there and pulled him. Yeah,
but
it's not a spot foul in high school, so even if it was, it just gets him the first down. Got to thank a few more seniors who get on this next chance. So a 3rd down and 9.
Phillips looks, he's got Bryant over the middle, wide open.
Intended for number 21.
It's the same pass that they caught for a touchdown, and he hit him right there. That's a very catchable ball.
Back to punt for the Cardinals. Number 81, Luke McAfee.
But more seniors: Ashton Phillips, Gary Oglesby, Reshawn Jones, Jordan Campbell, Luke McAfee, Aaliyah Vikings. Aaron Colson,
number 81, Andre Adams,
and Nigel Stanley. Thank you, seniors.
Cardinals going to get bailed out, trying to figure out their punt team. Well, Princeton has some backups in trying to figure out their punt return team, and their punt return team went out, and the coaches said, like, no, we're not sending our one punt return team. Antonio Hunter was a little upset, like, hey, I've got some nice returns, but I haven't took one to the house yet. But he pulled him off. So Princeton, if Cardinals would have snapped it, they could have easily picked up the first down because the Princeton defense was all halfway on the other side of the field trying to get the right personnel out there with the backups in. So timeout, 9:44 on the clock.
Yeah, but it looked like Colerain was having personnel issues of themselves. A lot of your special teams coverage are all linebackers. We've got at least 4 linebackers that are hurt right now.
Out.
So I believe there's more than one white helmet out there, I believe.
Yeah.
Nope.
Cardinals did get a couple substitutions. They're trying to rotate some of the seniors that don't really play in the game. You saw 93 Aaron Colson in the game as McAfee with the best kick he's had all. Wow!
Best kick of the night and great coverage, Jaden Staley.
For the Vikings, Andre Adams.
That was a fantastic punt. But you had Aaron Colson who's listed in the program as a quarterback. I think he went in to play tight end just to get the senior in for a play. That was a heck of a punt.
Why doesn't he just do that every time?
I know.
It's kind of a running joke between us and one of the guys that used to help us with our broadcast.
First and 10 Vikings on the 40.
Clock stops with a change of possession, and we'll start here when it's ready for play. There it goes.
And got to change a quarterback and other positions for the Vikings.
Bishop James in. He hands off. Somehow still on his feet is Jordan Fitzpatrick. Somehow still on his feet is Jordan Fitzpatrick. Finally brought down.
Check that jersey for Vaseline because it was Nigel Stanley had him in the backfield.
Once.
He slips out. And then I believe
twice.
Myrick
3, 4. And somehow he never. Does he even actually go down? Or is that
there he goes. Did you get a number on that kid? It was 13, wasn't it?
Fitzpatrick, I already said it. Logan Brown this time in on the play.
That's Myrick from the outside again. Staying in there, I tell you what, someone's going to sleep well tonight. And it's Stanley on the play. Been disruptive.
Did you get through the list of seniors?
Yes.
89 with the carry for Princeton. He is not have a name on our roster, so we apologize to the young man. This time, Bishop James keeps it. And he's out of bounds.
For the Vikings, number 9, Bishop James.
He's out of bounds, but the clock's going to run. But he'd be awful close to the first down. No, yard and a half short.
4th and 1. Ball on the 49.
Play clock is down to 15.
I think they're going to run this clock.
Take the penalty and punt. Maybe, maybe not. They're going to have to do something quick.
They're not going to get the play off.
2, and timeout, Princeton Vikings.
Timeout, Princeton.
Stops the clock with 7:06.
And it's a weird spot for Princeton, right? It's at a spot where you probably go for it, but you're up so
And a
much
reminder to all
that
the
should you
students
go
to
for
please
it?
make
But it's also
sure
your
that you
twos.
have
It's not
your
like
right
you
hand
don't let off the
inclusion
pedal
of tonight's
just
game,
because
so you exit the campus
you have
immediately.
twos on the field.
Sometimes
You've
with the
not
big
done so
league, you
yet,
want to
please
get
start
reps on
calling
certain
the right
plays that
immediately.
you're going to use down the
Appreciate
field.
that.
But
Thank you.
you're right. You got your twos in. These aren't your starters. You don't need reps with your backups.
Well, but you also, there's no, well, it's my backups. I don't need to not go for it on 4th down. It's my backups. And do you really have a backup punt team? You're going to try, so
Well, it's a school as big as Princeton.
Princeton's not a big school. They're bigger than Colerain, but only for the past couple of years they've been bigger. Sycamore,
But I'm
Colerain.
sure you got a JV punt team.
Yeah, I know, but it's still going to organize it. It's Sycamore, Colerain, Princeton in terms of size of teams in the GMC. Sycamore, Colerain on the lower end of the Division I.
Offense is still out there.
In fact, Sycamore is the line for Division I. Snap back, they'll hand it off, and pick up the 1st down. And the thing about this, too, the clock is not going to stop for 1st down. The clock's just going to go to
Ethan Dixon makes the stop.
The Vikings, the ball carrier, number 21, Elijah Fitzpatrick. On the tackle for Colerain, number 46, Ethan Dixon.
leading the clock. Bishop James keeps and dragging
Keeper
out
for
of
the
bounds.
Vikings, number 9, Bishop James.
A little too far out of bounds. He'll draw a penalty.
First out of bounds by Cardinals, number 9.
There was a
Dave
little bit of
Danielson.
extra tug in the jersey, but that's almost a slip of the foot, too.
I will tell you right now, though, both coaching staffs will take that because he has to take time off the clock to run to call the penalty. An extra minute's going to roll off this clock.
1st and 10 Vikings.
Handoff, trying to find somewhere to go and nowhere to go.
Elijah Fitzpatrick on the carry for Princeton.
85 there to make another play today.
Yeah. Oglesby was there along with him.
This is the first time we've called Cornell's name. Really, I think I remember all year.
On the tackle for the Cardinals, number 85, Gavin
That was a
Pilgrim.
really good game. Still in the middle
2nd and 10
linebacker.
on the 26.
Dixon, the freshman, in there, middle linebacker for the Cardinals.
Yes, 6'3", 250 sophomore, offensive line tight end.
Oh man, I think he's played himself into his position too. Bishop James tries to get outside. He's met by Daniels.
Vikings keeper number 9, Bishop James.
Bishop James, I think, is a little too
Set
eager to
around
keep
by
that
Cardinals
ball.
number 9.
That wasn't a read. He was keeping
I
that
know,
no matter
but
what
you
was
can
going
tell,
on.
like, hey, I'm back up. I don't get many plays. I'm gonna. You don't, blame the young man for wanting to make a play, but he's almost too eager to get outside on that.
Lost of 3 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 13. Ball on the 29.
Yeah, he was pulling it out of the mesh even before he put it into the mesh.
Yeah.
But for Friday Night Lights, you're getting your shot. Why not? So 3rd down and a long 13. Play clock down to 4.
Timeout, Princeton. And that's one of the situations you can see it.
Timeout,
The lineman,
Princeton.
when you're a lineman in the varsity for the first time, or in those where
We'd
it's
like to make
the whole
an
thought
announcement
is
here that Helping Hands at
two
home
things.
games is organized
don't jump
by
off
the
sides,
Colerain Key
but
Club.
also don't not
Any
jump
Colerain
at
student
all.
that would like to
Stand
earn community
still.
service hours
You see
tonight,
like there for the
please
guys
meet
getting
our
the
field
ball.
leads at the
Don't
middle
try
of the
too
field
hard.
to scan in and to get your assigned location and supplies. Thanks to all of our students who are helping out by leading a hand tonight to keep our campus as clean and safe as possible.
So Colerain's going to have one more game after this. We go on the road. Fairfield. We will have coverage for you at Colerain game day.
And Princeton will have to win next week, as Lakota West did get a late field goal and then held out to force a turnover and down. So Firebirds will hold on for a 10-7 win over Mason. So this win will not clinch the GMC for the Vikings, so they'll have a chance to do that next week. 3rd and 13. Bishop James just going to hand it off. Nowhere to go. He's at 21 and 24.
21.
It's Patrick with the carry.
So here's another dilemma for
Ball carrier
your
for
offensive
Princeton,
coach.
number 21,
A
Elijah
team that's up by
Fitzpatrick.
multiple scores, playing to run the clock out. You're not close enough for a field goal. You don't want to punt. So normally you'd keep the offense out here at this point, but it's not running up the clock if you're doing that. But it's situational. So they're going for it on 4th down and 13.
Good to see James throw. And he'll throw it to Jaden Stanley, who's got a chance down to keep it. Cuts back, still on his feet, and
That's intercepted by Colerain, number 6, Jaden
That was at least
Stanley.
interesting. He just kind of threw it to the general area. And if you see number 85 from Princeton Vikings did not know the ball was in the area and kind of gave up on the play. Stanley makes the pick, and 85 is still wondering what's going on. But he gets back in the game, chases him down, and ends up with the tackle.
Jaden Stanley, I think that's his second tonight, isn't it?
First and 10, Colerain from the 45.
Chauncey Brown, senior, on the tackle. Is that Phillips still in the...
I don't know what just happened there.
J.J.
Ball
Huff on the carry
was
for Colerain.
snapped a little bit early while they were
Cardinals had
looking at
10.
that.
They didn't.
They were trying to do a late sub because they didn't have enough. And
Tackle for the
the
Vikings.
ball was snapped
Number 45.
early off the quarterback.
Smith Perkins.
Huff's there and he picks it up.
Princeton defensive end just goes over it. Huff tries to dance and then just tackles him.
Turf Monster gets him. Yeah, it's a lot of fatigue set
As
in.
good as, and don't get me wrong, they were still losing, but that was a really good first half compared to the rest of the season. Has been for the Colerain Cardinals. The second half, not so much.
Defense just got wore out too.
Quick hit. Finds number 16.
We pass for the
Sir
Colerain
Ronald
Cardinals, number
Floyd.
16, Sir Ronald Floyd.
Third down.
Third down, they need 7 on this. Clock still running.
Third and 7 from the 47.
Phillips back to pass. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Nothing over. That's a coverage sack.
Sean Phillips, the keeper
Routes
for
he
Colerain.
he really wanted that wheel off of the motion man, but it was not there.
Yeah,
Fourth down.
Adam Kirtley on the sack. Referee's timeout. He wants to go talk to the Princeton side.
Officials timeout.
Okay. I'm decent rip later. He is warning about a certain gesture to the throat that one of his defenders did after that. No flag
Well, I mean,
thrown.
if you
That's
say a
teaching-
certain gesture to a body region, but you call it the body region, everyone knows. Why are you saying certain gesture?
Well,
He did a.
He did the throat slash.
Yeah, you've given it away by saying that. No one back to return it. We'll go out of bounds.
No return on the kick.
But eats the flag, teachable moment. And there's another teachable moment. Even there was no return.
In fact, the clock would have ran out. There would have been 3 seconds. The Princeton Vikings have to run one play. Now they'll have to maybe run two. Unsportsmanlike conduct on 26 at Princeton. Actually, they'll start the clock. Who knows when? Referee's discretion. He can just reset the play clock and we can be done here.
So no return. So this could be tacked on.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Vikings.
From the 30 to the 15.
15-yard penalty.
I'll tell you
We
what.
first and 10 on the 15 for
You may
Princeton.
not have heard it on the other mic. Of all the things that happened tonight, the tuba player for the Colerain band playing just did the old Price is Right. Dun, 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 dun. Like that happens when you take a mistake and Price is Right. Read the room on that one for the tuba player.
So it takes it all the way back to the Princeton 15.
Princeton will at least have to snap it once.
Yeah, they did start the clock. There are 15 seconds on the play clock, 30 seconds left on the game clock. So if you do the math, he can snap it now.
That's exactly what they do. Get a quick snap, get in, get out. And no reset of the play clock. Clock at 15, and then we'll run out. So, Princeton Vikings defeat the Colerain Cardinals 44-7 here. Clock straight 0. We are now final. Colerain High School Vikings defeat the Cardinals. Thank you for watching
The
Colerain
final score,
football.
Vikings 44,
Waycross
Cardinals
Community
7.
Media.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for coming out tonight to Colerain High School for the boys varsity football game. Wishing you a pleasant evening and a safe drive home. Good night.